There's a famous UK thing, right, where they did, where it's like, please do not say fuck or bugger live on fucking TV.
Bugger is an issue over there, like because I understand it means like something totally different over there.
Bugger means to fuck someone up the ass. So it's probably not a great thing, right, to say on TV.
Contest still works. Apparently. So
oh my god! This game. This is a terrible game. Fuck my life! Why do I play this? It's so stupid. Said Nick about almost every video game he's ever invested any amount of his life in.
What?
Huh? I'm just talking about like, golf with friends and like why am I wasting my time with this fucking game and becoming irritated by it. God, why can't the new Mass Effect game just come out immediately?
It's like a month away, dude. Like, it's not that far.
So, that's not right now, though. That's the problem I have.
Wait, there's a new Mass Effect coming out? I still need to finish
Andromeda.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, Andromeda is coming out at like the end of March, I think, and it looks fucking cool as shit.
It does. I hope it's not a cover-based shooter, but it looks sick.
I hope it is. I fucking love Mass Effect cover-based shooters.
Oh, I found it very boring.
They said it's going to be most similar to Mass Effect 3, so...
It's a cover-based shooter, then.
Well, I'm gonna play it on easy.
As long as they have some of the abilities and shit still, then I'll still be interested in it. I don't know. I mean, it's always been a fucking solid-ass game, so...
Yeah, it's very good.
John Leosh ate his food again without complaint.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. That's a good boy.
Yeah, you know what I did today? This is I worked yesterday too. I put his food bowl down 10 feet away from where I usually put it down, and that was apparently the ticket. So.
What a GB.
Yeah.
Classic GB behavior. Ah, fuck!
No swearing. I hate to...
Oh yeah, sorry, bugger.
Yeah.
So, Val, you're not a fan of these spunk gargle wee wees?
What?
What?
No.
Is this coded talk for something that
they had a little private session.
It's a very interesting.
And apparently, John nearly died.
To a bum goggle wee wee?
It's Yahtzee's word for cover-based shooters.
Oh, right. I've heard that.
They should.
I don't mind them.
He decided that they shouldn't be called FPS shooters because they they have nothing to do with Doom or Quake style gameplay. So he invented a word: spunk gargle wee wee.
That's a cool name.
I mean, that's pretty obvious when you really think about it.
Yeah. I'll tweet. I hope Mass Effect Andromeda is not a spunk goggle wee wee.
You should tweet at BioWare and be like, "Hello, is this game a spunk gargle wee wee?" Thanks.
Yeah.
And just have them be like so confused. Hi, love the series. Just want to know, spunk gargle wee wee? Thanks for all the work you do.
EA Q&A on Reddit. Hey, is this game spunk goggle?
Hey guys, long time player. Just need to know one thing. Maybe you guys can answer this question for me. And everyone's like, okay, cool. What's the question? Yeah, of course we can help you. I'm like, is this a spunk gargle wee wee?
Half of them are gonna be afraid to even look it up on Google.
It is one of those words where it sounds like a dirty word.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like coded language for something like totally vile and awful that you shouldn't be looking at.
It's not very well coded.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I guess it doesn't do a very good job being coded at this point.
Like, if this is code for something, I'm not sure I want to know.
Let Jim, the intern, look at it and tell us if it's worth looking at and safe. Yeah. Jim, any mental damages? Did you lose part of your humanity? No? Okay.
Hello!
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry again.
Oh,
bit.
thanks for
Oh,
being
it's okay.
bothered to play D&D with us.
Nick, why is your health still showing us half on the bar?
Oh, whoops! I still haven't
To
updated.
update the token.
You don't have to. You can do it on your sheet and it'll update it on your
Does
token.
it?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, we tried to get. I'm just trying.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the tokens.
Yeah, you did. I
token
gave Uno
should
a second
be-
one, but it's not updated it yet.
I forgot to make a token. Wrote
Dun,
it down on the wrong side of the notebook.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, I'm getting into roll 20.
It's okay. I've got my
What are we
vicious mockery
missing
book.
here?
I found my songbook.
Oh my god.
Your
It's not actually a
songbook?
songbook. It has a couple of song ideas in there, just in case I feel confident enough to actually sing.
Do it.
Go on.
It's
I'm gonna encourage you to sing too. I want
it's a very difficult thing.
I think
I
we
love
should
you
be
guys.
forced, like with beatings.
I like you
To
guys a
sing.
lot, but I'm not that confident in my ability to sing.
Someday.
Fair enough.
I sang as a bard and it was terrible. That's the best part.
Actually, Uno, all you have to do is incentivize this for ENF and just be like, "I'll give you levels," and ENF will probably sing like the greatest song
Yeah.
of all time.
Double XP.
I mean, you would get inspiration for sure.
Oh, inspirations.
I
Always.
mean,
He's like,
I
"Not
don't get
good enough.
inspiration.
Not
Not good enough.
when I deserve it. So.
Magic crossbow or
I mean,
bust."
how is singing not deserving it?
How is saving an innocent person's life not deserving of it?
I mean, did you actually save it, or did
I
John?
absolutely saved that life.
I mean, you brought him over to the window. I can't actually remember who got him through it. If it was you or Johnny. Was
Johnny
it?
couldn't get
Yeah.
anybody through anything.
Yeah, well.
Intent's not good enough, you guys.
All right, so who are we missing in game? Just Straw? 1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4. No, who else are we missing?
Just straw.
Just raw.
Oh, because my connection to the server
Wait,
has been
no.
interrupted.
Dun dun dun.
It's the
1, 2,
Polish.
3,
Oh,
4.
dear.
No, there's 5 people. That's
What?
we're missing.
Okay,
Nick
I
as
see
well.
strawberry now.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought I was.
Yeah, it is Nick. Okay.
By the way, I'm probably at some point going to quietly get up and have to do some things around the house, but
Also,
I'll be here to
at
start.
round 8, if the session goes long, I might need to change PCs. But that's gonna be
Okay.
quick.
All right.
So does everyone here have their drinks, all that jazz?
Yeah, I just don't know why it's
Yes.
taking so long to load up.
And all that jazz.
It does.
It's fine. Someday they'll
God,
make a
I'm gonna need
client.
to find all the musicals and so that I can get inspiration from Cree constantly.
Ba-da-na-na.
I still need to watch Hamilton actually.
Who even knows how you get to see Hamilton if you're not in New York?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
YouTube probably.
Actually, an ex-girlfriend of mine got tickets to go see it in Chicago the other day.
What? Well, that's unfortunate.
All right. If this takes more than like another minute, I'm probably gonna rip off my own face.
No, don't.
Just
No,
show me
no
as-
pressure.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yay!
Can you fill up your HP,
Face
please?
secured.
Oh, is it bothering you that much?
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, I'm so weak.
I will literally drop a healing word on you to do it if I have to.
I hope no kobolds shit my mouth and I don't die instantly.
I mean, we're going to die. Johnny has more than double our hit points.
Axbot actually said someone's gonna die today.
yes.
Oh. Wait,
So
where?
Nick
He's
Nick
right.
rolled his HP as well as
Alright.
me. So you might want to look at our character sheets for our overall HP.
Yeah, I rolled I had a 1d8 plus 1, I got 2 as my final roll.
Oh, damn. Should take in the
Ooh.
average.
I had
I'm
1d8 minus 1.
Yeah, I should definitely take an average in retrospect, but I did not.
It's
I had
fine.
1d8 minus 1.
And you got?
I don't even remember now. It was ages ago I rolled mine. It was like after the first session. But I'm on 9 hit points now, so it was not a good roll. Let's put it that way.
All right, am I going crazy? Where are? So I see the 5 of you.
Nim's dead.
in.
Yeah.
Nim's
That's on
by
Nim.
the bridge.
Nim's down near the bridge.
Is that where? Oh, that is right. Okay.
Someone didn't move his token back.
No, yeah.
Also, I gave you a new token yesterday for turn.
I know. I'll get it in. I'll get it in. Any day now. Any day now. All right. So let us get into it. All right. So the town of Nightstone was less deserted than it first appeared, but with a timely arrival of Voltar and a dancing Hugh, the entire goblin looting party was killed or captured. Interrogation of the captured goblin Beto revealed that the villagers had fled some sort of attack before they were captured by the goblins in the hills to the north, and are apparently still alive. The interrogation was abruptly halted as a group of men on horseback, led by one Zolkin Alisander, arrived to take over the protection of the town. Agreeing to head out in the morning to rescue the villagers, you were settling into the tavern's rooms when Belando runs up, carrying a barely conscious Nim in his arms.
Voltar! Come! Quick! Anyone!
Holy shit. That dude's messed up.
Quick! Heal him!
Alright, I will... Can I get a ping on your guys' things real quick just so I can come over? Alright. And I can definitely stabilize. I will actually, yeah, I'm gonna use my...
So, and just a reminder, this is before the long rest still. So if you have spell slots, you might as well use them. Right?
Yeah, yeah. So I was gonna say, I'm gonna cast Preserve Life on Nim. So I present my holy symbol, and I say some crud, and I get to heal him for 10 hit points.
The tingles.
Automatic, yeah, it's an automatic 5 times my cleric level. So, yeah, I heal Nim for 10.
All right.
Is it not 5 if it's before the sleep? Do we not level up after?
Sure, but everyone's gonna come back to life. Like it's fine to fudge it now because you're gonna get full hit points and all your spell slots and all that jazz as soon as we rest, which will be in like 5 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. So Nim's eyes flutter open.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
I
that
give
helps.
him a strong hug. I
Thank
thought
you.
I lost you there, buddy.
I don't think you're getting that sword.
No, I think it's lost.
It was terrible.
I drop exhausted from running from the keep carrying him.
I
Yeah.
think we should all take a really long nap. And we can all like
Guys-
tell stories to each other. It'd be great. Just like fall asleep talking.
You guys don't want to know what happened to them?
Oh, that could happen too. Yeah, sure. What happened?
And it's
I
been
guess my character is very focused on napping. Yeah, so tell us what happened. What happened?
I'm still trying to catch my breath. Was Nim, should you start?
Well, we looked around the town, and there was a chicken, and then there was a door, and it was locked, and there were carvings, and then we tried to cross the bridge, and the bridge was somebody decided that there should be like a windmill arm over there, and so I fell through it, and then I almost impaled myself on a ladder that was somebody had thrown down there, and then forgetting your character's name. Vanildil?
Paladin? Yeah.
Saved me, and what are sounds?
Yes. I lassoed him out.
And then there was a sword, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
Sounds awful. But everything's all good now.
Yeah.
Did you bring anyone with you? Are they coming after you guys at all?
No,
Are you gonna
no.
have to fortify this position tonight?
We got there was a magical sword that attacked Nim when we were searching the keep. It stabbed him. It was awful. It was blood everywhere. I managed to destroy the sword and stabilize his wounds long enough to bring him here. But yeah, that was the main cause of his near-death experience.
Apparently, there was magic.
Yes, there was magic, indeed.
So
Fuck
what's
magic?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Quick question. So we should all probably take a rest, right? Everyone should top ourselves off. I'll prepare our new spells, and then where are we gonna go after this, you guys?
I need to find the Nightstone.
Yes, I think.
Just need to
Oh,
find it.
Reverence.
Yes.
I am reminded that there was a reverie. To remind you that there is a door that we wanted to ask you about because I don't remember. Ow.
The language you didn't recognize you recognize the language as infernal, which tieflings can speak and read.
There was
But you
demonic
do not yourself
language
read.
on the door we couldn't get into on one of the houses.
Nim is just flustered.
Be more than glad to have a look at it.
Turin is still sleeping. He didn't actually wake up at all.
Ooh, rough.
He was very, very weak after that last battle.
I think rest is in
Fair.
order, and tomorrow as we talked with Zolkin, we follow the tracks and go towards where we think the goblins took the villagers.
And before, I think we should ask. Nim would like to ask Reverence to check out that door in town. There's a door in town that is seems to be either locked or warded with infernal markings,
Yes.
Hey,
which he
let's do this.
brings up in conversation as we're tucking in for the night.
Okay. So why don't we go ahead and do the long rest? So everyone, if your HP is not topped off, go ahead and do that. You recover 1 hit dice each. I don't think anyone actually used hit
I don't
dice
think
yet,
anybody used them.
right?
No.
And if you have spell slots, all of that gets recovered.
I get,
And then yeah,
before bed,
hear...
I just pick up my gear
What?
from the side of the bridge.
Oh, that's right. You had left it.
Yeah, I left it.
Yeah. So morning. You hear those guards around town. So you hear some shouts as you guys are waking up. But nothing like in alarm. Just they're doing stuff and yelling at each other from across the town. What
That's
is
why they
this?
don't like towns. Fuck this.
And yeah, you guys wake up, and are you, Reverence and Nim, heading over to check out this door right before you guys leave, or?
Yes, I want to see the door as soon as possible.
Okay, so it's over here. Let me do the down here.
Thank you.
No, Nim can
Mhm.
lead. This
Yep.
way. Come on.
Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Does that work in this as well, Una? You can't see
The
the
spaces?
animation.
Yeah. There it goes.
see it.
Nim just did his.
Yeah, you can't see the animation if you're not
The person, yeah,
if
right.
you're the person.
Wait, how did you guys do that?
Hold space and drag, and it'll do like a little animation of the person walking.
I think you have to lift them.
You
and then
use space like almost like shift queuing.
Yeah.
All right, so Reverence, I am just whispering to you what you read.
So, from what I can get, it's quite rusty, but it says, "Let all who enter this home without the consent of its owner burn for 99 years in the depths of Nessus and freeze for 1,000 more in the icy waters of Kanya." I don't know if it's a good idea to actually even go any closer to the door.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
the morning. Okay.
Turin is speaking to
Maybe
Hugh.
we should sleep some more.
Hello.
Hugh,
Come on,
I dare you
guys.
to open the door.
How much? $5?
5 gold.
God.
And I'll step back.
Let me just hop over the fence and just watch from this distance.
Wait,
I
has
see.
anybody? Have we tested to see if we detected like any evil on it, or to actually detect
Yes.
magic on it?
The curse.
It is cursed. Okay.
Oh, okay,
Well.
so it is an actual. Oh,
Hold on
I
one
could-
second then. Shit. No,
What were you
I was
saying?
gonna say I was thinking about casting protection from evil and good on Johnny, but it's
Well,
no,
Nim was
so-
about to say something, I think, right?
Yeah, go.
If you want to take about 10 minutes, I could try to study the magic.
I suggest we actually just leave the door. Let's go somewhere else.
Why don't we try to put our dick in the door?
I mean, I already
Not big
dared
enough.
you to have a go. What, your dick?
What? Okay, moving on.
Can I get a quick perception roll from Voltar and Tyrion?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I don't like that because we're the weak ones right now. Perception.
Amazing. Okay.
So Tyrion, you know, as you guys are kind of discoursing, the wind, the breeze kind of changes direction a bit, and you catch a whiff of something foul. I mean, it smells decayed, dead, like roadkill. Like it is pretty bad.
I vote to dunk the dwarf.
somebody seems a bit salty towards the dwarf.
And
There's
you
a
notice
nice
it's
smell.
coming from this direction.
Okay, I will look in that direction.
And you see the stone,
Okay.
right? The rock, and actually you see what looks like a kind of thoroughly pecked over hand sticking out from under it.
There's a dead person over here, team.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
That is unfortunate.
Has anyone looked inside of this house yet?
Fine.
Nim,
Well, no, that was more.
Belando, you guys?
Belandil, they explored
I'm
the town.
making small talk with Kella to try to make amends
Oh, yeah.
for last
Yeah,
night.
Belandil's not even here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Nim,
Sharpening my
did you check
sword
this
half
house?
naked.
Yeah,
You-
it's gross.
Okay, let's not go there then, I guess. Let's just go find the villagers. And
Wanna go in?
you want to go in?
With what if the hands of the man that owns the house? Can we use it somehow to break
I mean,
the
we need
curse?
to get permission. I don't think we're
What if
getting
he's
permission from
dead?
a dead man.
The magic might know that he's dead and be like, okay, the seal is void.
I
and
mean,
just walk in.
is this house important to anyone?
I mean, if it's got a curse on the door, there must be something sort of good in there.
Let's let the random guys find it. Let's just go save the villagers.
I mean, we have.
Don't we?
The owner might
Hmm.
be in the might be with
Yeah.
the villagers.
Oh no. Do I know if it actually works as if I try to enter the house? Is it just the door? Is it
So-
windows, doors, everything?
So what you know, I'm debating on whether I whisper or. Okay, hold on one
Go
second.
on, I'm gonna share it.
Oh, okay. Well, so what you know about it's like it's a standard tiefling curse, but the curse that you tell your children sort of thing, like, you know, oh, may you have to run 1,000 miles, and it actually is not inherently magical. It is just a common tiefling saying / curse.
Oh,
Okay, then
But
I'm
we have
keeping the door in.
detected magic on it, right? And it has been shown to be magical, right?
No one has done that.
Okay.
yeah, I'll cast detect magic. Is that chill if I do that?
Would that use a spell slot of yours?
Yeah.
Well, let's make it. So Turin doesn't know much about much.
Okay, the
But
way
he knows that there's a ritual magic that doesn't take up a spell slot.
Yeah,
Not
so
everyone can do that.
Nim would see you like getting ready to do a very short spell, showing that you were going to be using up some of your ability for the day, and Nim would just stop you and say, "Just stop. Let me do this,"
Okay.
because he thinks he's much smarter than you.
That's probably true.
That's legit. Do as you will, Nim.
Okay, so Nim will start walking around the perimeter of the building, holding a hand on the building, and he takes about 10 very careful minutes just walking around the perimeter, occasionally making a little flash of light as he does so. And
No magic.
Well, shit then, guys.
Go in.
Yeah, let's kick this
That's
fucking
the
door down.
woman.
The door does seem to be locked, though.
Oh,
Join the party.
This could be
is there a window to climb through?
the
There
end
is
of
a
his
window
team.
that is shuttered.
I've heard tales of doors.
Fucking
I've
weird.
heard tell of doors. I've heard of these door things before.
I vote we let the dwarf charge it.
What is the door made of?
E.T. warned ye. It's a pretty
Wood.
sturdy door.
It's a pretty sturdy door.
Mm.
As I
Did
found out.
Valandil have experience with this.
Yeah,
door?
Valando
Yeah.
did bounce off of it.
Yes.
Nim-
I
Nim,
tried to kick it down. It didn't work.
We need someone with more strength.
You need a really strong, buff, handsome guy to do it.
We need a humongous man to do it.
I'm down.
You're down? All right.
I want
Give
5
me-
gold from everyone. Can't use my talents for free.
Do you want to give me a strength athletics roll as you rush at the door? Or what are you doing specifically?
I'm gonna bull rush the shit out of it.
Yeah, all right. You actually lower your head a little too early, and you veer off to the left, and you run right into the door frame, and you bounce back a little bit, stunned.
Oh, door.
Let's say
does anybody know the spell knock?
I don't think that's going to open it. Something tells me.
I don't know. It can.
I mean, why wouldn't it?
It can go past minor magic enchantment, but I don't have knock, so I can't. do it.
I think there's a complete lack of magic going on here.
Yeah, I mean, so knock would work very well on that.
Does
Yeah.
anybody have a crowbar?
Can I just Eldritch Blast the lock?
I love that we're all just like standing around this door. Let's get in.
Nick, something you need to know.
We're being
about
denied
doors.
something.
Doors are the biggest bane of adventurers' existence.
So, one of the guard guys kind of wanders over at all this
Are you
smoke,
trying
just
to
like,
get into my
what?
house?
What the hell are you guys doing?
Look, go
Just
back
point
to whatever you were
door.
doing. Just go away. This is not the time or the place.
All right, roll a persuasion.
Oh, great.
I'm good at this. That's one of the things I am good at.
Worried about this.
Apparently, I'm not. Who knew?
Look, this is the town that I have sworn to protect. You guys need to just back off here. Do you want me to call over my captain?
Yay.
Sure. Can we
Oh.
open doors?
No, no, no.
We're done with the door.
Yeah, you know what? We were just trying to get into this door as a joke, so
We'll be leaving now. Come, team. Come, friends.
can't believe he
Plus
fell for that. What a
4
dork. All right, let's get out of here.
Fucking adventurers, and he just walks back off to his post.
Oh, I
I
wanted.
have a
Where did he
plus
fucking go?
4 to persuasion, and I still
gotta,
failed.
yeah.
Impressed.
Let's
All right.
go.
Till we head out, friends.
I mean, he left. We can just keep messing with the door.
But he is. You see him get like he's on the guard tower over here. That's why he saw you guys doing it. Like he's standing up at the top, kind of glancing over at you guys every once in a while.
Think we leave the
Fine.
door for when we come back.
I wish I'd taken Mage Hand so I could flip him off.
We all wish many things, my friend.
This has
There's just
anything to
horses
do.
running around wildly.
I'm just tossing them into the stables. I'm moving things around a bit.
I
Yeah.
suggest we just go get the villagers, and then the villager that owns the house will probably be back. Because these two houses here are separate, so I doubt they're the same person.
Most of the houses Nim and me checked out were pretty barren. We found the steward's house, but he's under a rock. He doesn't know much.
I imagine he doesn't know anything anymore.
Exactly. And I head out towards the city middle.
I'll follow the land deal.
They just firebolt down the lock.
And we're leaving the door, I think. We're done.
All right.
I
I mean,
don't know.
yeah, go for it. You can roll it.
How do I roll this?
It's an attack roll, right? Firebolt.
It's fireball again.
The firebolt is the.
I got your back scroll. You can do this.
Well, give me a second. I'm gonna figure it out.
Click on the
Eldritch
spell.
Blast.
Click on the spell.
Can I help?
I mean,
So you have to roll in a d20.
oh, Eldritch Blast. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Eldritch motherfucking blast.
I thought we had the
Sure.
same spell.
It's a d20 plus your ranged spell attack. Which I can't see. I presume is like
How
a
does
plus
that
3.
work?
1d
Let me
spell
see
damage.
here. If you go to spells, Eldritch Blast, is it set up as an attack roll?
No, it's set up
not.
as a-
That's why.
Yeah.
Why don't I'll just change it real quick. To an
But then you
attack
have to add in all the damage and the attack rolls and stuff.
roll. It's
Okay,
fine.
just please remind me how do I roll?
You
He's
should just be
gonna-
able to
he's gonna
click
make it.
on it. So give me 1 second.
In the meantime, I
Okay.
might start dancing again.
Try and click on Eldritch Blast again. In the spell.
Don't you have to click on it
Function?
in attacks and spellcasting in the
No,
core
I think
tab?
you can click it on either and it'll work. Yeah, there you go. That's not that you've done that
No,
wrong.
it didn't. Yeah, spell attack.
Me too.
Range.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. One more
Click it
time.
again.
There we go. So yeah, you shoot out a bolt, and it hits a little bit above the lock, but it definitely is making a good bit of noise and light. And you hear this guy over here. Oi! I told you guys to block off.
All right, guys.
I mean, we're not
Jesus.
there. We're not there. We already left, Nick.
I raise my axe at him
Gonna
threateningly and just stare at him.
menacingly.
Oh God, don't.
Jesus.
Yell back, we just saved your shitty town, dickhead. Let us do what we want.
Just give him a dirty
You guys
stare.
common
I wanna
criminals?
try
Or-
again.
We're heroes.
All right, we gotta. You know what? We're just. We're all a bit drunk. That's all.
It's like 8
This
a.m.
moment, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had brunch. We went to brunch. And we all got a little drunk.
What?
So just
What was that
ignore
spell?
him. He put his axe up. It was as a joke.
Come on, Reverence. I'll tell you what I found about the stone on the road.
I should get interested, and I stomp away, mumbling something in the, what's the language?
Beautiful.
But I like the idea of knowing what happened with the stone because I'm really bad at stone.
Okay,
There's the
so
remnants of my broken chair.
you guys are all in the middle. Are you guys like just heading out
Yeah,
now,
we're
or
heading out, I guess. We're
Okay.
heading towards these caves we were told about, which I believe are north.
north? And do you also had, if you remember correctly, when you guys first came into the town, you had
Yeah, we
noticed the
followed
tracks.
the
heading
stairs,
off
the
to the
tracks
north.
leading that way. Yeah.
Tracks.
And as you guys cross the bridge, you see that the guards have been, strong at work. They've pulled out all of the warg corpses and the goblin corpses. And they're kind of piling them on top of each other with some wood to what looks like make a little pyre to get rid of them.
They have to make a pyre because I made a pyre.
You did.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
burnt to a crisp already, I think.
They kind of wave over at you, but they're very exhausted and kind of getting constantly wiping sweat out of their eyes, that sort of thing.
I wave.
As we're walking out, is Kella anywhere in sight?
No, she's not in sight.
Damn. That's fine.
I will point out that I haven't forgotten about Beto. I'm just gonna let him do what he wants to do at this point. I can't.
Okay, so Beto is. So you guys are taking him along with you, or you're leaving him here? Okay.
Tie his
But he
hands.
has free will. He's not captured or anything.
He's not bound.
Oh shit.
The motherfucker's gonna run away.
Whatever.
Where is Beto? There he is. I'd thrown him in the pyre. Sorry, guys.
That's
Oh,
what
God.
that's what Uno wants to do.
I'm so
Uno
sorry
can
about
do
that, Beto.
Slightly singed goblin.
I give him a
where-
menacing look.
I'll give him a menacing look. He's a friend.
I
I
give
don't
you a
think he
menacing
thinks-
look.
I don't think that he thinks that he's our friend.
I'm gonna kneel down so that I'm the same height of him and say, "Hi, Beto. How are you doing?"
I slept well. Very comfortable floor.
That's good.
Thanks
are you
for
ready to
letting me
take
sleep
us to
there.
these caves?
Oh yes, the caves. Yep. Let's it's all this way. Don't hurt me.
No,
Alright,
there's no
let's
plans
follow-
to. You're a
let's go do
friend
this
now.
thing. Let's follow Beto.
Okay. So because you have Beto, you're not going to have to do any kind of survival rolls to follow the trail. So we're just going
You're
to
welcome, team.
move
Right,
us
he'll
along.
just lead us directly into a trap, no problem, without us having
You
to roll.
can't.
Now,
you
do we
can't
have-
see this? But I'm giving you all a middle finger. So that's me in real life, not.
Can I get everybody to move up this way so I can grab your tokens more easily?
Oh baby.
Oh,
No.
jeez. All right.
Use the
And is
spread
that
out.
everybody? Who...
But one.
Oh, and,
2,
and
3,
Hugh.
4, 5,
All right,
and Hugh.
perfect. All right, let's see. Copy. Paste. That work? It does, except you're kind of small, but whatever. We'll deal with that in a second.
As we're walking to the new
Beautiful.
area, so that you can have time to do this, I remind everyone that by the time we get back to this town, we're probably not going to be able to enter it because they're going to have taken over completely, and we don't trust them entirely still.
That'll be fine.
So little.
Yeah, I'm trying to. You're the
I mean,
last.
you are pretty little.
All right, there we go. All right,
Naturally small.
I'm so big.
all right.
Aw.
Everyone's big. So yeah, you guys are
Vito's huge.
following
Holy
along the
shit.
trail, and
There's a
I'm
shit
guessing
ton
we're
of
not supposed to be
motherfuckers
seeing
up ahead.
all these other
you've
motherfuckers.
been moving along, and then give me perception rolls, everybody.
Perception.
Fuck yeah, you bet I will.
I mean, I'm assuming here that you guys are actually trying to pay attention.
Of
while
course.
Yeah.
right, yeah.
I'm on guard the whole way. Oh shit, I'm not on guard.
Fucking welcome, team. Holy shit.
All right, so
-1.
Oh, wait,
so
wait.
we've got Hugh, Valandil, Reverence, and Nim. I think all in the back, and they're just like chatting.
Oh, I've heard.
Oh, this is
Roll?
bad, actually.
Oh, Reverence hasn't rolled yet. Hold on, I don't know if
Rolled
she's.
there. This
a
is
second.
very, very.
No
bad.
worries.
There. Oh, fuck.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I just knew it. So Nim and Reverence are swapping stories about the Nightstone. They're talking about what they know about it, what they think about it. Valandil and Hugh. I mean, What are you guys
Still
doing?
recovering.
You're still
We're drinking.
recovering.
Knock on the head.
Probably.
Yeah.
Talking about booze.
But Tyrion and Voltar, you're paying attention to Beto. You're kind of, watching him, and you notice him instantly kind of like perk up and look ahead. And so does Voltar. And you see ahead of you quite a few shapes, and some of them look goblin-like.
I think my name is.
And you actually notice what looks like two pits, because you can only see kind of like the heads of these people. And they seem to be doing some sort of work.
Have they seen us?
Well, they're probably slaves.
Or like, do the
They-
goblin shapes look like they've noticed us?
They don't look like they've noticed you yet.
Okay,
They're
I'll put
kind of
my
like
hand on
paying
Vito's
attention over here
shoulder,
and here.
Hold on.
and I'll say, "Quiet down."
Just
and
hold on,
stop
Vito, do
him.
you know these goblins?
Oh, yes.
Are they from your tribe?
Yeah, they're from my tribe. Yeah. We're pretty close to the case now.
Are these goblins, would you say they're friends of yours or no?
Well, that one there, he stole my wife, and that one over there, I stole his wife. So it's kind of even.
Okay, Vito, would you like to kill either of these goblins?
They don't really like me.
All right.
So sure.
Team,
Nice.
let's fucking kill these people.
Okay, I turn to the team and tell them what's happening, and I say, we need to be quiet, and we need to take advantage of our numbers, because from what we can see, there's only 2 ships, and we're 7 people.
I mean, we're assuming that these guys in the pits are probably, or I guess
We'll find out.
we're assuming
Um,
that these people in the pits are like slaves, right? They're probably not going to come out and fight us. Also,
Yeah, exactly. We just got to fight the 2.
yeah, that seems simple enough. So should we just take up positions and then just try
Yeah.
and get both of them in one round?
Aye.
So, Tyrion will move up. Like, I'm presuming this is like cover.
Yeah, so let me give you a better idea of what's going on. Yeah, so on the left, there's kind of a ridge. It's about 10 to 15 feet high. Now you can't see up onto the top. There's some tree cover over on the right with a little bit more rocks. And actually, you notice that these rocks are about the same size and shape as the boulders that you'd seen in town. It looks like whatever had happened there might have also been happening kind of out this direction.
So, at what point would I be able to stand, be far enough away that they don't notice me get there, but be close enough that I can peek round and potentially take a shot? Because it looks like that
yeah,
might
you
be
could-
possible with the terrain.
Yeah, you could get around here. Or are you trying to climb up?
No, just like hide behind the rock so I can shoot
Yep.
things
Yeah, you could get over into
over
this
there without
this
being
region.
spotted.
Can you guys like throw me up there, up
I
high?
guess do you want us to do a stealth roll?
Yeah,
Oh,
why don't you
fucking
guys
it.
give me stealth rolls? Everyone just roll stealth. And the way that group rolls work is just half of you need to succeed for the entire party to succeed.
I apologize in advance.
Oh, bro! Nailed it.
Why do your rolls always take so long to pop up? You know.
Some
don't
people
know, it's
do,
weird.
yeah, I don't know. It is weird though.
Probably the server or something.
Okay, never mind.
So
Wouldn't we-
everyone,
Can we clear the
roll.
backlog or anything?
Everyone roll.
Beto.
Bless you.
See,
Yeah, no, you guys are pretty sure they have not noticed you.
I motion Beto to stand behind me.
Nim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to throw you up on top of that hill, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we do this? Let's go. Athletics.
oh god.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I would get as close to the hill as possible before doing
Okay,
so.
so we both just hop over to the bottom of the hill here, and I'm just gonna pick up Nim and give him the old over the shoulder
The heave ho.
up the la.
Should I use like acrobatics to like get a grip?
Let's see how high up you get first.
Oh yeah!
Oh, I mean, he vaults you
so
up.
strong!
I'm pretty certain you don't even have to roll acrobatics.
But I do want to land quietly.
You do want to land. All right, give me an acrobatics then.
Stick this land.
Woo!
Oh, he's
Bam.
stuck it.
Oh god.
You stick this landing. You land right up here, and
Dead here.
Gnome tossing is a new dwarven sport.
there's a slight problem because you then see this guy has been hanging out
Sorry, Nim.
the rocks.
Oh, fuck.
But
This
he
is good, this is fine.
still hasn't noticed you. You landed
that's good.
quietly. He's kind of
I
like
would-
he's leaned up against these rocks, like facing off this direction, and kind of picking his teeth.
Okay, so I'm
This
still
is a
stealth.
good thing to find out.
You are still stealth.
Okay, so should we get everyone moved into positions now to
Nim
start?
is up on the ridge, like waving, like oh my god, no.
I feel like we should
Uh,
attack
so-
the big guy first and then demoralize them rather than go for these small people.
Yeah, I feel like
They can't see up the hill. If we
we need
take
to
him out
use our-
first,
we need to use our first turn to do as much damage to this giant creature as we.
we take him out first, we cut off his head, and then everybody just runs. We got this, guys. I will toss everybody up this hill.
How are you even get up?
Yeah, wait. How steep
You
is this hill?
Are we
Um,
sure this is,
you-
is hostile?
You
I mean,
could
it
grapple
looks
up
pretty
it.
hostile. It looks pretty hostile.
You can go
That
talk
was
to it
good.
if you want.
Wait, so no, I have a plan for the goblins
No.
down bottom, so I'll stay down bottom.
All right, I'm gonna try and climb up to this like rock area right here. How do I ping again?
Where?
Just click and hold.
Yeah, just
Okay.
hold down left. Okay. Give me an athletics.
Okay.
Can I help him from up top?
Sure, you get advantage. All
Oh
right.
damn.
Fuck that. All right, cool. So I can move up there then.
Yep.
Just gonna stay behind this rock. I like it.
Okay, so I need to get up the hill.
If you want to.
I mean,
How tall are you again?
none of your business. You just stand over there beside your rock with your little gay friend. Right. I start doing some stretches, touching my toes. Oh, dear.
Yeah, you get up as well. Nim kind of slips a bit, but Voltar grabs, over Nim's shoulder and pulls you up. So let's actually get you up here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and then Beto's kind of hunkering down here. Remember, Beto does not have a weapon. So
Good.
That's why I told him to hide behind me.
he's taking it not quite as literal as you might have intended, and he is behind you and hiding.
Just keeping my eye on him.
You're keeping your item. All right, perfect. So if you guys want to, do you want to get into initiative and then you guys get a surprise round, which means they do nothing?
Yeah,
Sure.
I can do. I think that's probably the best way. Remember, select your token and then click initiative. Oh, Jesus, that's the worst initiative I've rolled.
Oh, damn.
Thank God we're getting a surprise round.
Which button do I click for initiative?
The one that says initiative.
Oh, on my character sheet. Well, I don't know if I click that one or if there's I click one on
Didn't
my
mean
token.
that to be as sarcastic as it came out.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
fine.
I'm so stupid.
Okay,
A lot of nat ones to do.
let us expand this. Descending. All right, Voltar.
Right.
Remember, we all go before the monsters go.
Right. Well, I suppose that I'm going to start off with.
Hold on. Does Nim know anything about monsters in the area? History check, or can he?
Sure. Give me
is there
history.
any-
That big ass thing is an ogre.
Nim says-
Ogres not so smart, but pretty tough. I mean, they're kind of easy to hit, but they really hurt when they hit you.
Okay, so ogre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
All right. I am going to. I guess I'm just going to start off with a shot from my crossbow.
All right.
So I heft my crossbow and I say, I'm gonna just fucking shoot this guy.
Oh,
Smack. Hits it right in the shoulder, and you hear, "Oh."
Great. I'm glad he's like deeply
Oh,
affected.
they've been starting to hurt.
And so I just roll a 1d8 plus 3. I
no,
guess.
you just click on crossbow light and it'll
Oh.
do the damage for you. So you
No.
underneath-
Under you see.
Yeah,
So when you roll
underneath
it,
where you did the roll.
Oh, gotcha.
it's this crossbow light +5. Yeah, there you
Damn.
go.
Ooh.
Oh, what does that do? Oh, okay. So Nim. All right, one of Nim's abilities. Yeah, why don't you explain it real quick?
I think it's funnier if I don't.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So Nim's just rolling dice.
So-
obviously.
So you have no idea why. So yeah, this ogre goes, oh, and are you gonna move?
Am I gonna move?
Yeah, it's got
Yeah. So you've done your action, but
No, I'm gonna stay right where I am actually.
all right. So it is now the goblin's turn, but it hasn't really realized what's going on yet, so it's Reverence's turn. Oh, and I guess I should add Beto to the.
Yeah, you should.
Yep.
He's our buddy.
Tornado.
Look,
Where is
Beto
he?
led us here.
Oh, geez, he is not doing so great.
Not doing great, huh?
Yeah.
It's okay. He doesn't even have a weapon. He can't attack. So shit, we probably should have given him a weapon.
can give him my crossbow.
No, don't give him a weapon. We don't trust this guy.
I mean, I
What we're gonna
absolutely
do
trust him.
is we're gonna give him some rocks, and he can be a
Little
distraction.
pebbles.
Not
It's
big rocks,
okay.
small rocks.
Yes.
Guys, if he acts up, I can burn him to ashes.
What if he shoots one of us first?
We can take a hit.
Good thing.
We can take one
You
hit.
can't?
Me and Nick between us can take one hit each.
If we share it perfectly.
Right. It's whose turn is it then?
Mine.
It's still
I
Reference's.
am
Reference.
Yeah, she's figuring out.
just looking at everybody and figuring out what is actually going on, and still keeping an eye on Vito. I'm not doing any fighting.
So one thing you can do is you can ready an action. So like if you see a goblin charge you, I will cast a spell at it. Something like that.
If I see anything try to charge at me, I will just cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Perfect. So that's turn and Nim.
Okay, so we took our first shot at the ogre, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nim's on the ground, but he takes out his wand and makes a little wave in the air and says, "Zumato, Zumato." Does that hit?
Nope. You kind of hit the rock, like it was sitting down, still up against the rock, and you hit the rock next to it, and there's like a splash of kind of shrapnel goes out, and it goes. "Oh!"
Is it Tim Allen?
Oh,
I mean, its intelligence is pretty low, so you tell me. All right. Are you moving?
I am hugging the rock more closely.
Excellent.
All
right. Tyrion.
Okay, so I will cast sleep.
Ooh. All right.
So I'll cast it on a point where it's in like within 20 feet of these two, so in the middle, and that should hit both of them.
Creatures within 20 feet of you.
So if I can do it like here in the middle, and it'll hit like both of them, right?
Should.
Because it's a 20-foot range.
Yep. But you have to roll 5d8 to see how
5d8.
many hit points worth, right? So let's see here.
So it's 22 hit points worth of damage.
All right. So
And it happens to one and then the other.
Right. And let me now find. Is there like a sleeping emoticon? We'll just do this, I guess, for now. Those guys are both kind of unconscious. They drop down to the ground. And you actually hear another thump from behind the rock that you had not seen.
Which rock?
From right over here. You hear another little thump.
I don't see your ping.
No?
No.
Oh, I was on the GM layer. I didn't realize you could ping
so,
a
alright,
different
okay.
layer. That's
So
pretty
there
cool.
was- I don't know that it's definitely a goblin, but there was another thing behind there that also fell asleep. That's very funny.
I saw the ping.
Okay. Move or no?
No, that's it. I'll stay there.
All right. The ogre stands up, tears out the rock, and looks over at you guys in your direction.
I
and let
didn't
me
take my
see if
turn.
he sees you.
No, I didn't do anything so far.
Yeah, does Villandil not get his turn before it, or did the ogre notice them now?
I'm just gonna have him. I'm like he's not gonna be doing
I
much.
mean, we did
He
shoot
gets
him,
up and
then-
looks over at you, and
Right.
all he sees is a rock, and he just kind of like tilts his head to the side. You guys,
Okay.
he is confused. All right, dun dun dun. Valandil.
Do I see the ogre up the cliff at this point?
Now that he's standing, yes.
I take my longbow, aim through, and fire away at him. 24,
All right. Yeah. Roll damage.
7.
Nice, solid.
He takes a slight step backwards and then just lets out a roar.
Thanks.
That sounds
Thanks, Vault.
like...
Give thumbs up to Hugh.
Oh, he's gonna play a roar.
Oh shit.
Can we have
Alright.
some battle music, please?
Oh, yeah.
Remember to turn it down before you start playing it, otherwise it'll deafen us all.
Yeah, my Twitch viewers.
Is that too low?
That's fine.
Well, I like it.
Why was there a chicken?
I might have misclicked the chicken noise. Alright. Alright, so are you moving, Philandel?
No.
Alright. And down in the back, you hear Beto shout, "Take that, suckers!"
Nice. Solid.
Alright. Hugh's turn. So the ogre is staring down the cliff, not at you guys. But
I mean, if you want to do any real damage, you have to stand next to him, Johnny.
you are a barbarian, so...
You should grapple him.
Turn that down a bit, I guess. It's a bit loud. There we go.
Oh, that's perfect.
Right. Hugh sits back and ponders for a few seconds. How do I check the distance?
There's a
Ruler,
ruler on
I
the top
can-
left.
You'll have to switch back to your cursor to.
Afterwards.
25 feet. How far can I move? 15? Fuck's sake.
No, you have to be able to move more than 15.
Dwarf must be 20, right?
At least.
Hold on. Yeah, speed is 25 on your character sheet.
Okay, so I can get to him in one movement.
Yeah.
Us tiny folk have gotten a speed upgrade in 5th edition.
You still have 20 though, right?
Yeah.
Him?
Yeah, halflings, gnomes. I think dwarves were still 30 though.
I think I only have 30. It's crazy.
Okay. Hugh goes into a rage. Charges the whole way over to behind the ogre. Whips out his great axe and attempts to slam it as hard as he can into the base of his neck.
Quick question. Are you using reckless attack? That's your new thing, right?
I feel like that might be too reckless.
Alright. yeah.
I don't know if I
Alright.
want to give him the advantage. I don't feel like I'm going to kill him this turn. Right? So
Yeah.
I'm just in a rage, normal attack with my raged
Well, I like
great
it.
axe.
Perfect.
Oh, damn.
You crit him, alright, right at the base. And then click the little rage great axe thing right below to get the damage. And it should, I think, roll the crit as well.
Yeah.
It will do.
1 sec. People are spamming me.
Everyone's just so excited about the crit.
So my friends are watching the stream.
Hello. Fresh hello.
Holy shit.
Alright.
Oh, I'm so hard.
I mean, you dig into his spine and you just hear him go, "Roar!" And he turns around and he is just focused on you. You can see his eyes kind of dilate and get really small, and he is pissed.
For my last action, I'd like to flip him off.
He does not understand the gesture. He thinks that
Flips
finger
off
looks
as a
pretty
free
tasty,
action.
though. Alright,
Dwarf pass.
Voltar.
Alright. Fucking awesome. I scream from my position and cock another bolt into my crossbow. And I think I'm just gonna fire again.
At the ogre.
Yeah.
Yep, alright, that hits.
Heck yeah.
You catch it, like, right in the ear. And it is now sticking out the side of his head.
That sounds so painful.
He is not looking super good up here.
I say get fucked.
Alright, move or no?
Let's see. Yeah, I am actually gonna
Please move. Be a distraction.
Can't move up to.
Oh, he is.
Okay.
He is enraged and staring right at you.
Okay, this is going places. I'm casting Eldritch Blast at him as it goes. I just want Eldritch Blast at him. I just don't want him to hurt anybody.
Yeah. All right.
Is that right?
Nope. No, you're kind of winded after getting up there, and you slip a bit on some loose stones, and it shoots wide.
Oh shit.
All
Back there.
right. So that's that. Suddenly, from around the tree here, a goblin appears. Let's get here. Boop. Boop boop.
Oh,
And he shouts something and then starts running over this direction to start waking up his pals. And suddenly, from around the tree here, a goblin appears. Let's get here. Boop. Boop boop.
oh,
And he shouts something and then starts running over this direction to start waking up his pals and shakes them awake. So it's
Damn it.
he's just instantly awake. Is that the
Yeah, is he waking the other one that fell asleep? as well?
he is also kicking something over behind the rock that you
damn it.
can't see.
Oh,
I mean,
bet you
I
wish you
held him
guys
off
were up the
as-
hill.
I held him off as long as I could so you guys could kill this thing.
Yep. All right. And that's gonna be his entire turn. Nim.
So I think Nim stands up in a sudden burst of confidence. He feels like he knows how this goes, and he casts his wand to cast his spell again, shouting "Zumata Zumato," and this time the roll is he knows exactly how it happens. He rolls a 13.
Wait, where's the 13?
It's not here because that's what I did earlier.
Oh, you would see. Oh, okay. So do you want to explain what it does to people or no?
Nim gets portents. So he can replace any roll he observes with one of two that he's rolled earlier in the day.
Oh, I
Basically,
remember what that
deja
is.
vu.
Right.
Okay.
So that 9 and 13, he used the 13 and replaced it in
Yeah, yeah.
here, and it hits.
It's
So
a wizard ability, right?
It's a
divination specifically, right?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So yeah, roll me 1d12. All right.
Okay. So that's the first damage, I think, and then on
Mhm.
following
You can just
rounds,
keep it.
Yeah,
Right.
as long as I don't take another action.
Right. So like a concentrate or any action. Okay. All right.
Yeah, any action. It's my action. I can cause damage again for 1 minute.
So why don't we do? Oh no, that's not it. All right, just draw me like a lightning bolt connecting
Okay,
you two.
I'll
for a
I'll take care of
reminder.
that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's my turn.
You hear? No, it's not.
Oh.
It is now the turn of the thing that was behind here, and you hear
Oh.
a squeak, 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 and
Oh.
Script!
God.
you
That's
a
pretty
giant
big of
rat
inspiration
has
for that.
smelled from over this direction, runs over and tries to take a chomp out of a landil, and rolls really shittily. So it actually bounces off of the rock a bit and just wildly misses you. So now it is Turn's turn.
Seeing the giant rat, I will cast Animal Friendship when it loads. If it loads.
Try rolling it again.
Okay, I'll just copy and paste it then, I guess.
If it is intelligence is 4 or higher, nope.
Ah, fuck,
Otherwise,
so
it must.
fails.
No. If it's 4 or higher, it instantly fails.
Okay.
Otherwise, it has to make a wisdom save. So, what
Yeah.
is your saving throw?
13.
Squeak, 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 squeak. It's still pissed.
Fuck casting spells. Look how in depth Nim's getting with this fucking lightning bolt.
Hell yeah.
Just-
Are you moving? Sorry, I didn't ask.
No, I'm fine.
I thought
Alright.
he was like jizzing a huge path
Yeah, that's what
towards
I thought.
Yeah.
Good clog his eyes.
The
Oh
ogre
my
Oh
god.
god.
hefts its great club that was kind of hanging down by its side, winds up with both hands,
Oh shit, tits.
and completely misses. Your AC is well above 8, right? It just it seems its balance seems to be thrown off by this arrow that's in its ear, and it just like swings way above your head and stumbles a bit. And that's its turn. Now another previously unseen goblin shows up in the back here, and it's not liking how this is going, so it's actually going to grab up a short bow that had been leaning up against the rock, and it's lining up against, let's see who it can it even see people?
When you
It-
can see
it-
them, it can't reach them
it-
though, right? You get disadvantage on me.
It's just holding it and kind of peering around. You guys aren't sure what's going on. And then that one's still asleep. So Valandel, it's your turn.
I take out my shield and sword and swing at the rat.
Squeak, 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 squeak. Nope. It dodges between your legs.
I curse.
But staying put.
Yeah.
Beto is kind of cheering again. Hoo hoo hoo! Get them! Get them!
I fucking love this guy.
And it is now Hugh.
Reckless attack.
Oh, all right. So, what does a reckless attack look like coming from a dwarven barbarian?
I mean, I whip out my great axe. I just give her a wee look. I look at the ogre. I look back at my axe and lick it. Swing it around over my head and attempt again to bury it even deeper in its back. Wait, actually, it's facing me. I'm gonna go for the full head chop.
All right,
The full sliceroo.
give it to me. It's a good
that's
thing.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, roll it.
Thank God you rolled reckless on that one.
You're kind of thrown off balance a bit because you have like a paper cut on your tongue, and you're confused. Like it's a little taste a little too much blood. But you kind of lop off its other ear, so it's currently got one ear down and one ear impaled.
That's what I really wanted.
Oh, it lands right next to you, so you could pick it up as a trophy.
I can't move at the minute, sure I can. Or
Oh, if you want to pick it up, it is currently in your hand.
But if you want to move, you'd take an attack. If you want to move away from the ogre, you'd take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he would get an attack of opportunity. Yes, sorry.
okay, I'm just gonna pick up his ear.
All
And eat it.
right, and put it between your teeth. All right.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna eat it. Like, I'm just gonna
Oh.
stare him dead in the eyes and eat his frickin' ear.
Roll me an intimidation.
Ugh.
Even with advantage, it's just
He kind of grins a bit. He might like the taste of flesh as well.
Alright,
You?
At least he knows I'm a man.
Yep. So it is Vultar's turn.
All right. I am going to use my channel divinity to do destructive wrath. So I'm like channeling my lightning my tempest ability, and I'm going to
Okay.
cast thunder wave.
All right. What is Thunderwave? Is everything within 5 of you,
Within 15 feet.
including friends, or not?
Well, it's in a cube around me, so 15 feet around me in a cube would be like every of these squares around me, right?
Yeah, I think it would be. What? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. If each of these is 3, it's like this, something like that.
Oh, these are 3. I thought they were 5 for some reason.
Each square is 5, so 15 would be.
Right, but
Oh no.
a cube
Yeah.
is
Okay.
within
Oh,
the
like this.
company,
Yeah.
So I'm close enough that it will affect the ogre, but it probably won't affect Hugh.
Correct. Yeah.
Here,
All right,
Okay,
we're on the
so
same page.
So I'm gonna cast Thunderwave. And I'm using my Channel Divinity, so I just do 16 thunder damage immediately, I guess.
Is Thunderwave insta hit?
He has to take a Constitution save.
Okay.
And it does half damage on a miss.
Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Constitution saving throw on a failed. It takes 2d8 and push on success takes half damage. And what I'll do is either way, it's going to take the full damage from your Tempest. All right. So con. And what is the DC?
Let's see.
It'll be your spell DC.
Oh, okay. My spell DC is
It's on the spell tab.
like 20 million about.
What's your
13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me the 2d8 and what is the
Well,
how
'cause
much lightning?
I max out the roll because it's
Yeah.
Oh, you max it out. Right.
yeah, so
Okay.
it's 16.
So it does 16 damage.
Okay. It is not pushed back, and it looks a little shocked, but it's still kind of it's on its feet and wavering a bit. You feel like anything at this stage could push it over, but it's still up.
Someone come and push this ogre. All right.
Uh, That's your turn.
Yep.
All right. This goblin here gets up after being kind of rudely pushed.
Half its movement to stand up, right?
Yeah, it's using its movement to stand up. It hefts a short bow that was nearby, and it's going to take a pot shot at Tyrion. You have
Rip.
cover, but
How
it's
much is that to AC?
1 sec. It's a minus. It's going to be a -2 to his roll, if I remember correctly.
I thought it was plus to AC was covered.
I mean, either way, right?
It's the
-2
same.
to his attack roll or +2 to AC. 19?
No.
Yeah. 4 damage.
Great, that's fun. I'm glad to.
So he catches you in your shoulder as you're kind of poking your head up above it. And that's his turn. Reverence.
Oh, that the ogre. I just want it over and done with.
Ogre?
I don't blame you.
Is that inspiration for puns?
Oh, did she just ogre and done? Oh god.
I think I just
Oh.
accidentally deleted myself.
You did.
You did. Nim vanishes from existence.
Rip Nim.
Okay, his jizz lines are still there.
Did that? Oh, but
Gone,
it
but
screwed
gone,
up
but never
your.
forgotten.
So yeah,
did I
Witchbolt
do
needs
that?
changing into an attack roll as well. So you need to make a D20 plus your spell attack.
What?
It's
It's okay.
Reverence is attacking.
It's D12.
No, you have to make a ranged spell attack first to see if you hit.
All right, there we go.
So it's a D20 plus your ranged spell attack modifier, which is at the top of your spells page.
And Nim is currently casting the spell, so he's going to take the. He's going to
Don't
take.
cross the beams.
Yeah. It could actually be pretty cool, but he's going to be taking 1d12 on my turn as well.
So roll a D20.
Oh shoot! Where
Sure.
were you? You removed yourself from the initiative. Can you scroll up? Can you scroll up and just find what your initiative was?
And then at the top of your spells page, on the top right, it says spell attack bonus. What's the number there?
9.
Yours was
for
9.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
-5.
So it's +5, so it's a 21. Does a 21 hit the ogre?
Let me do this real quick. Hold on one sec. I'm
Yeah,
juggling. Where is Nim? Down at the bottom. But it was 9 doesn't matter. Okay. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Yep. 21 hits.
So then roll a /1d12 stroke.
And draw your own fancy lightning bolts.
I can
Is it
draw it if you
slash?
like.
/roll 1d12.
Oh,
Oh,
All right, it's okay
Oh.
though. You get to draw. You get to draw your lightning. But it actually like you hit it as it's leaning forward into your strike, and you actually right it up a little bit. So it's still standing upright and conscious. All right. So this goblin over here is now, he's woken up his companions, and he's gonna run
Ooh.
this direction. He's right behind the rat, and he is going to. Actually, how far can these guys run? Yeah, he can't get quite close enough, so he's brandishing a scimitar at you from over the rat. But that is his move. And it is Nim's turn.
Nim just keeps hold of his wand and it controls the arc of lightning between him and the ogre, and just holds it. Roll 1d12. 5.
And it keels over backwards and just hits the ground with a huge thunderous.
Huzzah!
All right, ogre down, guys.
good job.
Alright. That's my action, so I guess I still have a move. So I think I'm gonna. I'd like to crawl over to the edge and look over to the side.
Okay. You see one sleeping goblin. You see another goblin over here with a bow. See another goblin over here with a bow. And as you crawl over, it had a readied action, and it is going to shoot at you.
I'm trying. I'm crawling though.
It's
So
at disadvantage. At disadvantage.
okay.
But
Can
it.
it reach that? It's 70 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's at disadvantage. It can. No, yeah. Short bows are 80.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
I under-
It hits the ground right in front of you, but you see it quivering out of the stone below you. Actually, stone.
Sorry.
It shatters off the stone and then falls, but it was pretty close.
Okay.
All right. Rat sees Valandil.
I have my shield
Sees
out now.
Valandil's. It sees your kind of feet, and it's going right for your ankle. Giant rat. I closed it apparently. And does a 15 hit your AC?
I'm 17 now. The shield.
It latches onto your armored boot and is just like trying to tear into it, but not having a lot of success there.
Turns out giant rats still pretty small.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Tyrion, you recently got hit in your shoulder.
I am not happy with that situation, and I will run here, which is like what, 10, 15 feet?
20, I think, right? I mean, you
then
can't
here,
you have to go. Well, you can't go through there. That's up
Yeah.
on the. Yeah, there you go.
and then I'll climb up, so this could end Paul it.
All right, give me athletics. You slip down. I mean, that arrow in your shoulder seems to have really messed up your
can't I help?
your climbing up skills. So you still have your action. Actually, yeah, because that's part of your move. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could do dodge and just kind of curl up into a fetal position.
Hmm.
Uh,
I will healing word myself and use my last spell of the day.
Okay.
So it's 1d4 plus 3.
Yep.
Six.
Super dupes.
So I'm back up to full.
All right. That's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So this goblin. Wait, where did Nim go? Did you delete yourself again?
I think he did.
He did. He just messaged me. Where you were? What here? Oh, good lord.
How do you keep deleting yourself?
Magic.
Magic.
Well, I think
Just
he's
don't
trying
press
to.
the delete button.
No, he's trying to get rid of his
Lightning.
lightning bolt.
No.
I just leave it. I mean, we left all the shit on the other
We
map.
did that, yeah.
I'm down one.
All right. So this goblin kind of has a bead on you, and he's going to shoot at you again.
Sorry, I can.
And it hits the base again. It does not hit you.
So my initiative was 9.
Oh god, you're not on the list. Can you just actually get on the initiative roll yourself by rolling initiative, and I'll just move it.
Okay.
Let's see. That guy's still asleep. Volandil.
I swung at the rat after kicking its teeth to get it off my boot. 20.
All right, roll damage. Yeah, you hit it.
It's 6 because of dueling plus 2.
6. Okay.
Yeah, but I need to fix
All right.
that.
I mean, it is looking nearly dead. It's almost chopped in half here, but still kind of making motions with its mouth towards you.
That's my turn.
Okay.
And I shout you.
Beto is going to run over to Tyrion and poke you to make sure that you're okay. Like, are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay, buddy. Thank you. He's so caring. Holy shit.
All right, Hugh's turn.
I would like to chop off the ogre's head.
Do it. Strength, or yeah, I think strength. Just give me a raw strength.
Eat the head.
Yeah, it kind of you get you wind up. Oh, you have rage. Oh, but it doesn't matter. 7 and 7. It's getting stuck in his neck. It just is kind of stuck there, and you're kind of yanking on it.
Okay, well, can't really do the next step of my plan if I don't have his head.
All right.
Yeah, I guess that's me.
I mean, I think you're still enraged because of that, because it's an attack. So, Vultar,
Right.
your companion is trying to do things to the corpse over there.
I see that, and I decided to move on.
Thank God for that.
All
I
right.
thought you were going to help him for a minute.
So what you see is a bunch of people in the pits, like you can clearly see them, right? They're all just cowering down. You see a sleeping goblin and then the 2 goblins showing up here and here.
Gotcha. I'm gonna aim at this goblin and fire at it with my crossbow.
Okay. Thunk. Roll damage.
Solid.
You catch it right between the eyes and it falls backwards and expires.
Oh yeah.
Actually, it falls into the pit with these guys, and you hear some screams.
That sounds
Poor
dramatic.
guys. These poor guys are like captured in a pit, and then a fucking dead goblin falls on them.
Nice.
All right.
As he falls into the pit, I say, "You piss for sale, squid lips."
Have Tourette's.
And reverence.
How far can I go?
How far can you move? It's going to be, I'm thinking, a dex roll to slide down.
Okay.
And you should be able to move what? It's on your character sheet. What is your speed?
It's probably like 30 or 35 at most.
Right.
Give me a second. I still have issues with the technical
Yep,
piece.
30. There it is in the middle.
Yep.
Okay, so 30 you can go.
I'm gonna slide down.
Okay.
Where is the thing? There it is. I mean, I'm gonna rather like.
Yeah, you slide
down.
down, but you hadn't actually seen where Tyrion was, and you stumble right into him and knock you both down.
Oh, bless. Isn't that cute?
Wow.
Fucking
Rude.
lizard.
Wow.
I still get up and try to do something.
Okay.
I will try to get up. What
Yep.
do I
No,
do
no,
to
yeah. You.
get up?
So I shouldn't say fall down. Like you guys get tangled up a bit, so you have to stop your move there. But you can still do something. But you actually,
That is
I don't think you
problematic.
have vision of anybody from here.
Oh, I don't.
The
I'm
rat?
just.
And the goblin with Felendil.
But, I mean, there's a rock right here.
Yep.
True.
No, I'm done. I'm just gonna try to untangle during the rest of them.
Okay. You push the blue dragonborn back.
Green.
Green, blue. No. All right. This guy finally steps to the side over the nearly deceased rat and lines up on Valandil with his scimitar. Oof. 22.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Take 4. Holy shit! You have 20 HP and Tyrion has 9.
Yeah.
I see what you
Yep.
mean. All right. That's his turn.
Yeah,
Nim?
did you see mine and Vulture's health now?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Like, jeez, guys.
I took the average, you know.
Oh, and you apparently still have inspiration, Vulture. Or did we just not remove it?
I don't think he ever used it, did he?
Yeah, but it runs out.
Like, no, it's
No,
not
it
Bardic
doesn't.
inspiration.
Oh,
like,
really?
DM inspiration never runs out. Bardic one does.
Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure I used it.
I thought you did right after.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used it. So I just take that away, right?
Yeah, I just did for you.
Oh, nice.
Is the goblin down here
Visible
undercover?
now?
Looks
Let's call it half cover, so it's gonna be a -2 to hit.
okay.
But this is the one that's been shooting at you over here, and he is not.
What?
One
This is
over
the goblin
far
that's been
end.
shooting his arrow at you.
Like this one over here. He's
Yep,
been
that
shooting
one.
at you.
Oh, I didn't even see that one. Okay.
Well, he's the one shooting 2 arrows at you.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought they were coming from the goblin that fell in the pit. I was
No. It was this guy over here.
okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to deal with him. And shout Bruli, and flick my wand with a little bit of fire, and not looking at a book.
Yep, hits. All right. Move or no?
No, I think I like being up here much better.
All right. The giant rat takes one last feeble lunge at you, Valandil,
Yes.
and just latches back onto that same armored boot. It just has not learned its lesson. Tyrion.
I spit on it.
I will move down and stand and try and cover like both of them, both Reverence and Vido, so that if anybody attacks, it goes through me first.
Okay.
And I will just shoot like this goblin down at the bottom with my newly acquired light crossbow.
Yeah, that is a thing that you have.
Stupid lizard.
It's
All right.
one hit.
Yeah, roll damage.
Fuck D&D sometimes. I have to use a light crossbow to be useful.
I mean, you catch it straight in its chest. It grabs the arrow, the bolt, and just falls down face first.
More useful with that crossbow than anything else, blood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, fuck this game.
This goblin, I mean, once again, it It is pissed off at Nim. It thinks that you
Fucking
guys have a
hates Nim.
vendetta here, and it's lining up. It no longer has disadvantage on this now. And a 10 is not going to hit you. So once again, this time it aims a little too far up, and it flies right over your head. But it is then going to kind of come behind and cower behind the rock.
Nim hunkers down a little closer to the ground.
All right. Philandel.
I strike at the mighty rat.
This rat that's taken 6 turns to kill.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Yeah, 7. Because the left one's the sword and the 2 is the +2.
All right. How does it take the damage? It is dead, but what is it like?
I stab him from like through the head and just all the way through from a high. I turn my sword down towards him and just go at it.
Yeah, that's my boy, Valandu.
All right. Beto, I mean, he's decided that, behind Tyrion is good, so he kind of comes up behind you and grabs you at the waist and just, like, pokes around his head around. Get him! Get him! And it is now Hugh's turn.
10 out of 10. I fucking love this goblin.
Right, I'm gonna finish cutting this ogre's stupid head off his stupid neck.
Yep, alright. Strength again.
Oh,
Alright, I mean, that first strike that you'd done where it got caught in, it actually went pretty deep, and as you're pulling it out, the axe comes clean and the head just rolls off right next to your foot.
right, I'm gonna pick up this head. Let's see.
This is gonna be funny.
Improvised weapon? Much?
I'm
No,
gonna
he's gonna
come.
show it to them, and there's only gonna be one awake to see it.
Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
think you should
actually.
run down to the goblin and hold it into his face and then
Yeah.
kick it to wake it up and then be like, ah!
I'm gonna move to the edge. I would like to slide down this
Yep.
thing, and
Give me a
at
dex.
the end of my slide, attack this sleeping prick. Do I get like an advantage because he's asleep or anything?
I think you're right.
You
Oh,
would,
is it,
yeah.
Isn't it like
I think it's actually a coup de grace,
natural
right?
crit for
Let me
targets, right?
let me look up for you because that is a good question. No, I think it's actually a coup de grace because he's asleep. But let's see.
Fucking no idea what's coming for him.
But go ahead and give me the dex.
Well,
Dex or acrobatics or athletics?
Yeah, sorry, acrobatics to come down.
Oh, I did athletics. Same thing, surely.
Actually, you'd think so, but no, it's quite different.
Oh, okay.
Unconscious. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, he's not unconscious; he's asleep, right? It's
Attack
different
rolls
to
against
this.
it have advantage. Okay. So yeah, you slide right down. All right. So you're right next to it, and you have advantage to attack it. Although you're also still raging, I think, right? Yeah. Okay. And damage. You now have 2 heads.
Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if it's within 5 feet.
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about there. Yeah, good call. You didn't even need it though.
Yeah.
Moida. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my axe in my backpack and just stand there holding up the 2 heads for my team to see and shout, Chucky Arla! Our time has come.
Inspiration. You weird man. Ugh. All right, Fultar.
Nicholas?
Oh, am I muted? Sorry.
Yeah.
Are...
You're talking the entire time.
Yeah, it was actually a little bit.
Oh.
It's okay. So there's basically no one left to kill, right?
There's the one dude.
There's one guy hiding way back behind here.
Also, we don't actually know if
Oh.
the people in the pits are friendly or not. We just know
True.
that they can't attack us because they're in a pit.
Cool. Hold on. If I want to show like how far I want to move, how do I do that again? Like to show like an arrow?
The
on
ruler.
left. Yeah,
The little ruler. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
like that.
Okay, so if I want to go to here, that's all right then.
Yeah, you can move.
You
30
can also
feet, right?
spend your action to move again.
Right.
But
So I'm
yeah,
just gonna-
you want to flank and get a clear shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yep, that's a clear shot. Sure.
Cool. And I'm gonna take a shot. Aye.
It hits the rock right next to it.
How fucked up is the rock though?
I mean, the rock
Does it
actually
kill the rock pretty
looks.
hard?
I think you knock down the lifespan of that rock by like plus or minus 1 year on a scale of millions of years.
Get fucking eroded, I say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess that's the end of my turn then. Unless, yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Reverence.
I completely give up on trying to fight anything.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk up. Buttons. I'm just gonna walk up around here to take a look at the heads.
Okay. Just that far? Yep. Okay.
I'm just gonna keep looking.
Yep.
I also keep an eye on the dude far away, but I assume that everybody has that under control.
Yep. Give me a quick perception roll.
This song loops perfectly, by the way.
All right. Yeah. You see people cowering here, and you see a recently eroded rock.
Okay,
Slightly.
I'm fine with that.
All right, Nim.
Fire.
All right. It'll be a -2 to hit, and it just misses. You hit the same spot of the rock. Like, I don't know what it is about this rock. It seems to have some magical magnetism.
Biological magnetism.
Magical
Let me
magnetism.
explain it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Move or no?
No.
Okay.
Well, Hunker's down. I mean, he's
Hunker's down.
yeah. Nim
Alright.
Nim is like prone and like hugging the rock.
All right, turn.
Tyrion's gonna move up to about. Wait, how much is that? Yeah, it's about 25 feet, so that he's within range of the goblin,
Okay.
and he's gonna use vicious mockery.
All right.
And I need to get this book out because I've got a book of insults.
You big dirty gypsy.
Close enough. 2 seconds. Click that so you can all see it. What's a
Before
good
I
one?
actually find something, can I actually facepalm outside of my turn? Want to facepalm?
What's that? Sorry.
Can I facepalm out of my turn?
Oh, yes.
I'm facepalming.
You don't know. It might work this time.
Yeah, maybe do. Who knows? Spells might work one day.
Might do, but it's. Let's put it this way: Reverence doesn't find it a proper way of using magic.
So Tyrion announces, "My time of not taking you seriously has come to a solid middle ground."
Yes, it's a solid reason.
What?
That's a solid. That's a solid reason to actually facepalm.
Yep. Yep. All right.
So it needs to do
So
a wisdom. Is it
Versus what
13.
DC?
13?
It peeks its head around the corner and looks really confused for a second. Roll your damage.
Yes, finally I hit with this fucking spell.
And as it's kind of leaning back around, it pokes itself in the eye against the recently eroded rock
All right.
and is like
Wow.
grabbing it and going, ah! All right. It is. Yeah, it's done with life, and it just throws itself down to the ground and goes, "I give up! No, please don't hurt me!" And it's just lying prone on the ground now. And it's Valandel's turn. If you guys want to,
Because I have an idea if it does, but I'll let the guys decide.
Well, I can't kill it this turn, so I walk up to the pit with the people.
Okay. How are you walking? Do the little like space bar-y thing. Okay, so you're going. So like if you drag yourself, you can hit spacebar here. Yeah, so you can like do this.
No.
So click the token and then hold space bar down and then drop the token where you want it to go.
No.
What's a better way to explain it?
You click and hold on your token, so you're lifting it and dragging it around.
You
and then
let go of space
and
bar
then
each
you-
time. You
No.
want- Yeah,
No,
it's
you,
like
you
shift
press
queuing.
spacebar right.
Then you
each time.
tap space for each tile that you want to
Yeah.
animate through.
Yeah.
Tap it. Don't like hold and then release.
Oh. That
Yeah,
worked?
perfect. Yeah, that was perfect. Okay, that's good. All right, so you run up and you look down and you see 3 people huddled against the corner and a dead body right next to them.
Fear not, villagers. We're here to save you.
That's all right. Give me what is a good roll for that?
Persuasion?
Performance. Persuasion sounds good. Yeah, give me a persuasion with advantage here.
Not very charismatic.
They're just fixated on the dead body right next to them. They're not even paying attention to you.
That's my turn.
Okay. Beto decides that he wants to run up behind Tyrion again. And he's just sitting there. Alright, Hugh's turn.
Hugh walks over to the edge of the pit, peers in, holds up a head in both hands, and using his incredible intimidation, roars, "Bow before me, peasants!"
Intimidation.
Oh!
They start like one of them starts crying, the other one is just like throws himself on the ground, like bowing to you, and there's one kind of hardier looking dwarf over here that just stares at you in disbelief.
Okay, I then proceed to ask them which of them owns the house with the enchanted door.
All right, so yeah, let's get out of initiative, but I'll keep the initiative order thing up. So yeah, there's a goblin sitting back here. Let me get him off. And this guy, the dwarf that is not crying or throwing himself down at the ground,
My kind of man.
looks at you. And what did you say specifically? You were asking about the
Turns for what we want to do next. Or
in just a sec, yeah. I'll just get after him. It's Destiny Aganor is the town's midwife.
Sounds like. Oh, that's cool. I was gonna say it sounds like a medieval stripper, but.
None of you know this name. This is my name. For me.
All right. Does anyone want to go over and secure the goblin?
I will call over to the goblin and tell him to come towards me.
I wanna go
Phrasing.
over. I'm
And I'll
just
slowly move towards him and bring Beto along.
All right. Reverence, you're also following?
Yeah, I want to move like a little bit closer to maybe take a look at the inside of the pit. And
So you
Okay.
want to look at the pit.
Okay.
close enough?
I want Beto
Yes.
to be with me.
However, as you step forward, the ground beneath you gives way, and you have stepped over what looks to have been a covered pit trap.
Ah, great.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, thank God that wasn't me. I
And
would have died
roll.
instantly.
roll 1d6 damage as you fall.
That's fiendish, Uno.
Ow.
Ah, the
Fuck
sound.
noise.
Christ.
Not only was it very loud, it was.
All right, 6 damage. You kind of roll your ankle at the bottom, and ow. Beetle looks in over the top and says, "Oh, they've been trapping this area."
He always sounds so funny. I wanted Beedo to follow me towards the goblin.
Okay. Is anyone gonna help Reverence? Like,
Yeah, Nim
Wanna-
will. And then
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit in the pit and swear in.
yeah, all right.
After
I'm
hearing a
just-
crash on my left, I walk towards the pit.
Let's do it in turn order. I think is the safest
Sure.
bet. Let Nick go, and then
Yeah,
we'll just
what
carry
does
on
the-
in the initiative we're in.
All right.
Anything for you, Nick?
Yeah. I'm gonna hop down here and run over to the pit.
All right.
And is it deep enough that I can reach down? And
Yeah, it's like
extend
10
a hand?
feet deep.
Okay, cool. I just like lay down and reach a hand down to Reverence.
All right, she can do
So-
an athletics with advantage to get up.
What do I roll again?
Athletics?
Sure. Give me a second.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
You scramble right up with his
Crit
help.
with a -1.
Actually,
Brilliant.
I mean, if you want to, you don't even need his help. You can just like brush his hand to the side and clamber up on your own. However you
Ah,
want to
Jeez.
narrate that.
Don't bruise my ego.
I'm using the help given, but I'm staring, not really trustingly. As in, I'm giving him a glare before I take the hand.
All right.
Bruise his ego like he bruised that rock.
Nim?
all right, Nim sees that Reverence is all right and just wants to skid down this slope and make his way over here, and then come to a dashing stop right next to.
All right, give the
Sure.
dex to come sliding down.
Wait, quick question: how do I lower my health?
Oh, if you click your token, you see there's the 15
Oh, okay. there
above
it is.
you. You can just type in -6 there, and it'll subtract for you. All right, you basically
start
like
getting the crit.
surf down. Yeah, exactly. You slide down that looking pretty professional.
So it comes to a sliding hockey stop right in front of the pit, and just yells down, says to the people down here, "Hey guys, can we help you? Don't mind this guy. He's just full of himself. He did really good up there." So he's trying to calm them.
Okay, give me a persuasion. Because they're pretty rattled.
I've got 2 heads.
You do have 2 heads.
Plus my own 3 heads!
4, really?
Wait.
These 2 continue to cry, and you overhear the door say, "Fucking adventurers." All right. Anything else, or?
Yeah, I think that's all.
All right,
For now.
Tyrion.
So I will speak to Beto and I'll say, what do you think we should do with this goblin?
Oh, so you guys are in charge of me, right?
Yeah.
How
we
about
don't know.
if you make that goblin below me, so I'm in charge of him?
Oh, you.
I kind of like this idea, Beto.
I'll be in charge of that goblin.
I
Yes.
wouldn't say we're necessarily in charge of you, though.
Oh,
No, I would say
I'm
that.
pretty certain you are. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
we are.
You guys, like,
Um,
do you see that one over there? 2 heads. 2 heads. Our chieftain only has 1 head sometimes when he's killed someone. That one's got 2 heads.
That's true. So you want us to make him your underling?
Yes. I want to be in charge of something.
Okay, so I'll shout to the goblin. I'll say, "Come closer."
He stumbles up like he is a bloody mess.
I say, "Do you want your life?"
One of you, Jules.
Yes.
Nice shit.
Please don't hurt me.
Have you ever met Beto here before?
Yes, he stole my wife.
I should call you out on continuity because the dead one appears the one he said stole his wife. That's fine.
No. Oh no,
There was
this one
down
stole
here.
Beato's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was one down. The two that we could see are dead.
He
But it's
shagged my sister.
Okay, so now he is in charge of you, and you do everything he says,
Even if it's kinky stuff.
especially if it's kinky stuff.
Face
If you
forward
don't,
again.
then we'll just kill you.
Okay.
At this point, I raise my heads and shake them at him.
And I just asked the group, has anyone got a spare dagger or something like that?
Nope.
Check.
Not for this prick.
Not
You
for the
can-
little, not for that.
I
one.
mean, there are like these guys had scimitars.
Yeah, I was
right?
gonna say I could just pick one up and give it to Beto, so he's got a weapon.
Don't
I'll say
give
to
him
Beto,
weapons.
I'm trusting you.
He brandishes it. Ha ha!
You've
Oh,
proven
bloody
that you're
hell.
not going to run away, and I'm happy with that.
Are
But
we
now I
building
need
a
you to
small
prove that you're not
goblin?
going to stab me in my back.
Just so you know, he's sleeping in your room the next time.
You see the dwarf over there with 3 heads?
Yeah, he's really scary.
Yeah, if you stab us with this sword I'm giving you, he'll kill you.
Okay. I like my head where it is.
This is Beto, by the way, not the little one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
and I'm done. So that's Volstead.
I
All right.
take my rope from my backpack and toss it down the. Well, I don't need the rope. It's pretty shallow, right?
The rope would definitely help more. So
Okay,
like
I
it would be
toss
rolling
rope.
at an advantage for them to get up, but a rope they can just climb
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I toss.
Yeah.
the
So
rope.
they all kind of come up. I mean, you notice they're looking pretty worse for wear. They're looking really ragged. I mean, some of them seem to have some injuries from a few days ago, but they've also been under like extreme physical exertion. So as soon as they get out, they just basically collapse on the ground.
I give them water and food.
They are very thankful for that.
Are you the villagers of Nightstone, friends?
Yes, we're from Nightstone. We fled just a few days ago, and then were captured by these goblins.
You fled, so these weren't the ones that captured you in the first place?
Oh God, no! It feels like a lifetime ago, but no.
Let's help your friends in the other pit, and then we can talk. I walk up. Is my action over, or can I go help?
Yep. Oh yeah, like we're not. Yeah,
I walk
You
to the
toss
other
your
pit.
rope
and-
over there as well.
While Vandal was giving them water, Nim saunters over and starts cleaning them up and repairing their clothes with some minor magics.
A-
We are
As
the
you're
governor.
walking over, one of them glances over to you and says, "Oh, slow down! There's more traps that you guys haven't seen, more pits."
Oh,
And
Okay, we get the goblin to point out where all the traps are.
yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and move them to the token layer that you guys really rudely actually managed to avoid the other ones. Not very happy about that, but thank you. All right. All right. So yeah, you're going in and tending to their wounds.
Well,
and-
no, not their wounds. I can't heal them. I'm making their clothes. I'm tending to their torn.
Oh, like
clothes.
mending.
He's prestidigitation
Ah.
and mending, I guess.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, their
can't
their
trim it
clothes
up.
are being nipped, kind of like knitted back together.
And I
they're
can
looking
clean
a
up
little less
all
ragged.
their mud and whatnot, make them feel like they're dressed
wait,
in
wait.
clean,
Yep. Oh,
unbroken.
wait.
Wait,
He wants to do something.
Yeah. All right, Hugh. All right. What are these
So-
poor souls gonna have to go through now?
No, it's just the dwarf. The other two can leave. So the other two have left, and like
Okay.
Paul's-
Okay. Yeah.
Landon's helped them out. I pulled the
And then-
dwarf to the side and just whisper in his ear, "If you tell anyone the name of the midwife, you'll be added to my collection of heads, buddy." And
All right. Give me an intimidation.
yeah,
Double 14s.
And he looks like he's about to to say something pretty snarky back at you, but he glances at the two heads, bites his lip, and just kind of nods and walks off.
Cool.
All right, so everyone is out. They're kind of recuperating here under the tree, and you guys are like, you see all this stuff. So let's get rid of the fight music, because hopefully there's going to be no more damage. You guys have surprised me in the past, so we'll never know. So yeah, so the dwarf basically seems to be kind of the person that's the most confident. The rest of them seem pretty shocked, but he
by his
seems
silver border.
yeah, exactly right. He seems a little more resilient, and
named
you
character.
should probably be try to direct your questions at him.
Greetings, Master Dwarf. My name is Valandel, and this is our group of adventurers, my friends.
Fucking adventurers.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for the rescue, though. I must say, I don't know that we would have survived much longer. Another group of our villagers had gone out the day before and didn't come back, and we got, recruited into the work detail today. So
Must be
it's
rough.
not looking so good.
May we know thy name?
My name is, hold on, Morak. Really?
Really?
You're
Weird second
gray.
name.
No, you're gray. I saw it. You're gay at first. Okay.
Yeah.
Morak, you're gray.
Hugh's just gonna call him Yogi now.
Yep. I'm the tavern master at Nightstone.
I see. Well,
Oh,
Nightstone.
at least he doesn't come from a family of dark hopers.
Takes all kinds, okay?
I'm just gonna pull on my hood and try not to look at the people's.
Okay.
In the people's direction. I'm just gonna
You're
avoid
like
them.
standing at the back. Yeah. All right.
I'm listening. I'm keeping my ears sharp, but I don't want them to like.
Yep.
Turn's just gonna
Notice
gather his
me
army
first.
around him.
Yeah, and so Voltar and Nim. Actually, probably mostly Voltar. You doing anything here? You're just hanging back?
I just want to come over and see if anyone is in need of immediate medical attention.
I mean, some cuts and scrapes, a lot of what looks like heat exhaustion, malnourishment, that sort of thing. Like, they probably haven't been properly fed and watered in a day or two here.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, yeah. Can I? I'll gonna cast create or destroy water.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm gonna create some water as opposed
Yep.
to destroying it. Might be good.
Destroying it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you're
no.
just gonna fill the
Oops.
pit over here? Or what are we
He
doing?
just cast
Oh,
guiding
actually,
bolt. On,
Sorry, I just killed
Yogi.
everybody.
He just cast guiding bolt on
Fuck.
Yogi. Yogi is dead.
Cast destroy water on somebody.
I just like completely destroy all the water in someone's body and they die. No, yeah, sure.
He's a
I'll start
bloodbender
filling
now.
this pit with water, I guess. I'm trying to find out how much water I actually create.
So the
Yeah,
goblin corpse starts floating to the surface.
Oh god.
I don't think you should
Yeah,
drink
hold
that.
on. So I haven't cast it yet. It's just like so I create 10 gallons of water in a container.
Right.
I feel like we don't want to fill a pit with water, do we?
No,
gonna
but we
become
probably
dirty
have a
water.
bag of some kind. I am pretty
I
sure
mean, we
have.
all
You
have
have water skins, yeah.
Like we can just literally give them water out of our water skins. We don't need to use spells for it.
But it looks more impressive.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Fine, I get my water skin out. I don't even give a shit.
You can
Hey,
refill
now.
our water skins later.
I say I don't really feel like using magic anyway. Check out my water skin, full of water. Yum. I
Yep.
get my water. I start passing my water skin around. That's about it.
And I think they were also drinking from like Valandel also
Yeah,
gave
yeah,
them
I
some
gave
food
them
water,
food
right? Yeah,
and-
so they're tearing into it. It's very obvious that they are hungry and thirsty.
Word. Yeah, besides that, I haven't got anything else.
And you actually see, so one of them starts like crying as they're eating, and they're going through some trauma.
Do you know where
Right.
any of your other people are?
They're still at the Goblin Caves. I feel My 2 children are still there, and I'm out here eating.
How did you come to the Goblin Caves?
We were running from the rocks and the clouds, and then the goblins just surrounded us. We were just so exhausted and unarmed, and oh god, what a disaster!
Well, there are guards. Help us come from whatever the place was.
Daggerfall.
Daggerfall.
Yeah, it's
Help.
quite safe back there.
Nightstone is safe, but our families, our
We shall-
families are still in the caves.
We
Do you
should-
see this dwarf over here? He's gonna go take care of the goblins in the caves.
So shake some more heads about.
And the one that had like thrown himself at your feet does it again. He just like drops to the ground. It's just like, thank you, Sir Dwarf, thank you.
Some blood from the head spatters on him.
I mean, it's not his blood, so he's not too upset. All right, so you're telling these guys it's safe to go back, or
You can
Yeah,
take the
there wasn't
goblin
anything-
weapons.
Was there
I
anything
mean, we think
questionable in between here and
that
there?
this guy's suspicious in the village because
Hmm?
he was very. We believe that the guy is suspicious that he's in the village currently. That's the only reason I wouldn't send them back. Like he seems a bit dodgy. We don't have any solid evidence. It's just the way that he was acting towards that woman. They seemed very. Very friendly.
so what's his face and what's his other face during the exploration? Did a bit more on that.
We did investigation on Keela, and her story checks out. She indeed is brought to be the steward to be, and was undergoing training under the old steward.
My map went black.
Yeah, mine too.
Ditto.
Oh yeah. I was setting up the next map and changed the setting up the wrong one.
Oh.
There you go. Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, so I mean, I'm happy to send them back. I just think it's not safe still there.
It's
I just
safer
want
than here in the
to-
woods.
True.
I just want to like scoot a bit closer and ask if by any chance you know what happened to the actual rock, the Nightstone. In the Nightstone.
It was there when we left.
Curse.
It's
Um,
gone now.
Why?
That thing
So-
must have weighed a few thousand pounds.
Did we find out if
Oh,
these
yes.
people left before the attack? I mean, they were complaining about the rocks falling, right?
Right. So no, yeah, the rocks falling was the attack that they're speaking of.
Yeah. And then they fled from it. Master
I'm fine with
Morak.
sending-
The thunder that sounded like laughter.
Master Morak, I believe Iceland should be safe enough for you to take them back. Keela Darkhope, a resident of your inn, is alive and well, and is still there.
Kella?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she's been staying at the inn a few days
yes.
before this happened.
Yes, she is still there, well and good. And a band of mercenaries that apparently Lady Nightstone has commissioned to guard her keep has arrived, and they are securing the town as well.
He looks a little confused, but then shrugs and says, "Well, it's the first I've heard of it, but she did keep to herself. Didn't come down drinking with us folk."
We did find notes that she had her worries of the recent elven attacks of the keep and wanted more security, even
Those
leaving.
elves, and
Yeah.
like you hear some scorn in his voice.
Yes, those elves.
Okay.
All right, Tyrion, Valandel. Let's see. Anyone else want to be doing something, or are you guys going to be pushing forward here?
I'd quite like to push forward. I want to make sure that my army is good.
Nim
Okay.
wants to track down the Nightstone.
I tell
don't
them,
want-
pick up the
we don't wanna
goblin
give-
weapons.
Yeah, we don't want to give the new goblin a weapon.
Okay.
But we want Beto
But
to have a
everyone
weapon.
else? All right, so I want you
I-
guys to move.
Townsfolk.
This is a very much a you army. I'm not too sure about giving these peasants weapons.
Beto proved himself. He didn't run away. He had every opportunity. to
Running
leave.
away and
I
not
think
trying
we
to
should-
stab us is a difference.
I think we should arm the townsfolk with the goblin weapons. That
Okay, yeah, you
Yeah.
toss them a few the short bows and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Why didn't everybody move over here so I can grab tokens more easily? Oh, do you guys want to be taking a short rest here to?
I mean, a short rest
before-
doesn't help me any, but I'm happy to do it if everyone else needs it. I need a long rest to get my
So-
spells back.
Right. So a short rest will let you roll a hit die to get back some HP.
It'll also
I'm
let me
full.
recover a few spells.
Okay.
Does rolling
Stop
hit die? Can we roll hit die during combat or no?
You can because you have second wind, I think, right?
Yes, but is that separate
Right. So
from?
you can, but everyone else cannot.
Okay, but
It's
second.
the same hit die pool. But
Oh, okay.
it's separate from resting.
Okay, then I don't.
Want to.
I guess
You want to? Reference, yeah.
How do I do this?
a short rest
I
should
don't
do as
actually
well.
know. Yeah, so you guys relax for an hour. Are you guys going to be asking the goblins, pumping them for information about the caves, perhaps?
Yes. How many of them
Yeah.
are you?
They can lead us there and help us avoid traps.
Yes.
Johnny, you don't get rage back on a short rest. You get it back on a long rest.
We have the
Alright.
new enslaved goblin go first over the road.
Yeah, he shows us all the traps and makes sure that we go in the right direction.
Oh,
Beto
okay.
stays by my side.
Straw, if you go to your character sheet, you can click on the words hit dice, and it should roll it, I think.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yep, okay. So +6 to your health, and then we take your hit dice down one.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, and everybody should have 2 hit dice now. Like
Oh,
That's-
yeah, it doesn't automatically.
It means that I still have
populate.
one.
yeah, so you still have 1. So just change your totals to 2 if you haven't done that
Oh,
already.
then I'd like
Okay.
to heal. Sorry.
So yeah, so they start kind of describing the layout of the caves. Let's move over here. Yeah, so they start describing the cave to you. So it's set into a hill. It's a pretty large hill. It's there seem to be the one main entrance, which is the obvious one, but they also mention that there is kind of like a chimney that you could potentially climb down if you climb up onto the top of the hill.
How big is the chimney?
The chimney is about 5 feet in diameter, so it's
Well,
pretty
I think
narrow. But yeah, everyone could fit into it.
Can
And
we-
they do mention that they have somebody guarding that because their chieftain had been concerned that somebody could kind of slip in. But Beto actually mentions that that's actually his sister, and he and her really don't like the chieftain, so he could definitely smooth things over if they wanted.
It sounds like you could smooth things over, Beto. Sleeping River and all that.
You know, you shouldn't judge. You should try it first.
I'm not saying it's
Oh
bad.
my
I'm saying that you've done well, and it sounds like you got very friendly with him.
Yep. So, a few other things, little tidbits of information they give you. I mean, there are they're not great at counting numbers. That's just not something they really care about. They do mention that the ogre that you fought here is actually part of a pair of ogres that kind of moved in. So there is another ogre back there. There's plenty of goblins, and they haven't actually been in that cave all that long. And there's at least one section of the cave that they just don't go down anymore because bad things happen.
That sounds promising.
I just want to give Hugh a stare, as in you're leaving this head here. Ogre head stays right here.
I'm not so sure about that.
Listen, friend Hugh.
Intimidation. I'm gonna do intimidation.
You're gonna roll intimidation against him, all right? Yeah, go for it. Why don't you guys do a contest of intimidations? Both of you roll intimidation.
You know.
Oh.
Well, nope.
I take the head and shove it in your face.
Thanks. Just roll my eyes.
Yep.
Good idea.
All right. So,
What's
Tried.
the other goblin's name as well?
sure. Let me steal a name from the names.
shall call
of
you
the other
Smeagol.
goblins that we never asked the names because we killed them all. This name, he's Flick. His name is Flick.
ICK.
So
F-
Beagle and
L-
Flick.
F-L-I-K. F-L-I-K. So let me do. Can you guys see the name?
I see no nameplates
No.
at
Do you
all.
see it? Do you see
I only
anything
see
on
my own
Beto?
nameplate.
No.
No, I only see my
How
own
about now on Beto?
Beto, yes.
Yes.
And how
Now
about
see.
now on Flick?
Yes.
Yes.
And you guys don't see your own name, please. I hadn't
See
realized.
mine.
See
I don't
mine.
see the other guys.
Let me. Yeah, I hadn't
Oh, I see
realized.
Voltor.
Yeah.
I see mine and Voltar's.
See
Yeah,
mine?
I'm
it's adding
going
everyone's
through
now.
and editing. I hadn't realized that was a thing.
I thought it was just because me and Nick were the best.
I mean, you are obviously.
It's
Guys,
a
I
bit
have a
rude.
great idea. We
Okay.
can go down the chimney, and I can make a disc that we can just like ride down like an elevator.
A what-avator? What is this thing you're talking about?
You've never seen an elevator?
Like a crane.
Yeah, like a crane for people. You use them. We use them in towers.
Yeah.
And to go up and down, so you don't have to take the stairs.
You know, friend, when we unload and load cargo off ships.
A winch platform. Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha.
Yes. But his ways of thing.
So we can ride that down the chimney
Sounds good.
and just be like, well, then we're like just there, and we can just like go in.
I'd
just, like,
still
walk
like
in.
a rope as a backup plan. In
I think
case.
like we should do a two-pronged attack again, like this time.
Yeah, I think we should just take a look when we get there and decide.
Okay.
Issue
Well,
will
so
be-
yeah, I mean, so there's unfortunately not a map of outside.
Oh, okay. So,
So like you guys
disappointed.
get there, you see a hill, all right, you see a cave. You don't actually see anybody in the entrance of the cave, but it's looks like it's a fairly narrow path for a little bit, and then kind of potentially opens up, but it's dark back there, so you don't know. But you definitely see like you could creep around the side to try and get to this chimney to kind of Beto and Flick kind of point up towards it.
Don't I have a better sight? Like in the dark? I'm a tiefling.
Do they have better sight? Goblins? Is that what you're
Yeah,
They
asking?
have
no,
dark
but-
vision. but
Goblins
so
definitely
does-
have dark vision, yeah.
so
They can
does
see in the
Yeah,
dark.
but
They do not
what
need light.
do I do? Like the
Nim,
tiefling
Do
Nim has dark
you?
vision too.
Yes.
I think tieflings do, right?
Yeah, Nim has it as
Yeah.
well.
And the gnome as well. Yeah, there you go.
I have 5 little
Do I not
ones.
have something?
Also, the dwarf has dark vision. In fact, I
I-
think even I have dark vision.
Yeah, I have
think-
dark vision.
No.
I think the only one that doesn't is Nick.
and me.
Oh, it's yesterday. Everyone was humans. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Yeah. So you
don't-
guys,
I actually don't have it, but it's...
you guys can kind of squint and peer, and you see that it's a it starts to open up after probably what is that 15, 20 feet, but you can't see much in there. I mean, it's like you guys are pretty far away still, right? Like you're not right up at the entrance.
No. I like the plan of having one group going through the chimney and another through the entrance.
I
like the
vote
idea of the
myself,
chimney.
Nim, and Volter take Beto and go in through the chimney. And the
I
range,
disagree. You can have Flick.
well,
Flick
Beto's the one
is-
that can save us from having to kill an extra person.
No,
If we
that's
don't take
Flick. It's Flick's sister.
How
Or
many
Flex
people are we
sister.
planning on killing here?
Yeah, but Beto is the love interest, so
Yeah,
Beto's the
know.
love interest, so the Beto is the one that will save us from having to kill her. I can
How
only hold
big
so
is
many
she?
heads.
Is she bigger than the rest of you, Beto?
She's a goblin
Okay.
size.
Okay.
I don't want to,
Personally against killing females.
I mean, it's a goblin.
I
you wouldn't
personally
even
got no
notice.
problem with it, but
So I draw the line.
I like
You wouldn't
Hugh's
even
plan.
notice it was a female.
That's rude.
Wow.
oh,
I like
What's the
Hugh's
difference
plan.
between a female goblin and a male goblin, Hugh?
yeah, Hugh.
I will fight you.
I don't know the difference.
Stop questioning my
answer.
morals.
It's a solid answer.
Oh,
Don't make
just
me roll
because you
intimidation.
fondle Beto in bed doesn't mean we do too.
Holy
No,
God.
that's not true. That's really
This
rude.
That's wow.
That's too far.
But let's hurry on before it
You
gets
should
late.
hold yourself.
I really don't want to fight. I'd like to do it as peacefully as possible.
I mean, we have to fight. We're not going to
Do we?
get into this place without fighting.
I don't think diplomacy is the goblin's strength.
You say
Well,
that.
is
I have
not.
I mean,
two.
yeah. So you're saying this within earshot of Flick and Beto?
Yeah,
Or-
we have to remember we're discussing all this in front of them.
They're like, oh no, you guys are super strong. If you let me talk to them, they would see you're super strong, and then I would be in charge of them, and you'd be in charge of it's diplomacy is
Pyramid scheme is
strength
what we're setting up
speed.
here.
Yes.
I make some fire, sort of like flow up and down Hugh as Hugh basically kind of stares them down. Is that a thing?
Sure.
So I want to like make Hugh like really intimidating.
I
So
mean, they're already terrified.
Yeah. All right. Roll
Do I
intimidation with
just roll
advantage.
intimidation to get a bonus?
Advantage.
I mean, they're already scared. What are you trying to do to them?
keep them in line so
Make
they
them know
don't think that
they're
they can align with they can just go into their tribe and like their whole tribe out and attack.
They are petrified. Beto drops his scimitar. The other one throws himself down at the ground. No,
We asked
you
them
were
again.
stronger. We believe in you. No, please don't hurt us.
The biggest thing will be saving the villagers and not having the goblins kill them all. So, I think the plan to split up and have Beto be the try to negotiate with them and convince them is
What about if we have some people trying to draw them out of the cave, and then we drop in behind, release the prisoners, and then we have more people on our side?
but the
I
peasants
like
will
that
be
plan,
starved.
But it needs to be tanky people that are drawing people.
So yeah, so they're are you trying to run these plans past the goblins, like they're whether or
We're
not
discussing it as a
like
group.
where is what, etc. Because one of them would
I
mention that.
think they're scared enough that we trust them.
Okay, so
to
one of
give
them
us honest
mentions that
advice.
the chimney actually lets out kind of over actually nearer the chieftain's area, which is on the opposite side of the large cavern from where the prisoners are. So they're not really close.
I'd still say that I agree with Hugh. there
Actually,
that
here, why don't I
that's
draw?
fun.
What one of them is going to draw on the ground for you? How about
Okay.
that?
I think that Hugh's plan's solid. I think it just needs to be the buff people that are drawing people out.
Well,
Well, I need to be able to get in behind to attack properly. So long as you guys stay at a distance.
All right, so they're gonna draw. So there's like the entrance here, and there's like a big cavern bit, and then a little bit over here is where the chimney is, and then over here is the chieftain area, and then over here is where all the little weak non-fightery people are, and up here is where the prisoners are, and over here, do not go over here. That's where the bad things happen. Bad.
we need to agree either we go in for the chieftain or our priority are the prisoners. Because we can't do both.
The priority is always
I-
the prisoners.
Well, I think if we took care of the chieftain, the other goblins would probably fall in line.
Oh, and I could be chieftain? Says Vito.
We're the
Let's not
chieftain.
get ahead of ourselves here.
Oh no,
I
of course
I
not, of
hold
course
my
not, I'm
head
so
with this
sorry!
change.
No,
Vito?
I'm sorry.
Who's your
Thank you
current
for the
chieftain,
scimitar.
Vito?
The current chieftain, hold on, let me find his
Governor.
name.
No, that's not what I was asking.
Oh,
I was
okay, what do you
referring
want?
to your group.
Oh,
I was referring to us.
and he kind of like, he's looking at each of you, kind of doing an eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He's like, maybe you, and he points at Tyrion, and then he looks at Hugh, and he's like, but maybe him.
I'm fine with either.
He's stronger. Big and strong, but you're big and blue. I don't know.
I am blue. That's
Who
the
who
thing.
are who's your chieftain?
We don't
Me.
have a chieftain. We're friends.
And he looks over at him. He's like, "You're small. You're too small to be chieftain."
I have fire.
Intimidate him. Intimidate him. Go, go, go.
Where is it hiding?
Oh dear.
So
He looks at you and he's like, "Small."
Okay, he's small too. Nim points at you.
He's not wrong.
I kind of have Nim's back here. I'm like staring at the video and flick, like from above. Reminiscing stare.
I like the plan we kill the chieftain. That sounds good.
I'm down, we're killing.
Do we
And
all
the
go?
head. Where's the? Okay, the question is, do they know where the ogre is? Because I don't want to fight a chieftain and an ogre at the same time.
I think we have to fight.
The ogre
chieftain.
is in the middle, and he likes
So we probably
the
have
little
to kill the
bubbly
ogre
mud
first,
bath
and then
place.
the chieftain.
To use Witch Bolt, then you'd lose concentration, right? Because Witch Bolt's concentration as well.
Yes.
but he could keep up, like he could do fire
Yeah,
bolts.
so
And...
it limits his usefulness. If we
No,
go
it
into
does.
chimney.
Does for sure.
Yeah. So I can. I could either maintain it and be able to cast a spell, or I could break concentration to do one thing, but then I wouldn't be able to recast it.
So if the potential is that we get trapped in if we go down the chimney, or we just do a frontal assault and do what we can.
We could smoke them out. Make a fire.
Smoking a seat.
We
Going from the side.
we make a
Just drop
fire.
things down the chimney
Yeah,
until
drop
it's on
the-
fire.
Yeah. And then wait out for them on the entrance way.
Genius. I like this plan.
Does
Just
that
keep
make
dropping stuff that's
does
just
that
keep
make
dropping stuff that's on fire down the chimney and wait
Alright.
until they run out.
Have you with a torch in hand burning stuff and tossing it down?
Okay,
We
I
should
can
bring
actually.
some corpses and burn the corpses because they'll stink.
Of course. Why didn't
I
we
can
think of that
actually-
Actually, we
before?
could just throw a goblin corpse down the chimney.
Yeah, it'll work too.
They might like the smell,
No.
But
But
they're
they
gonna
might
realize
not.
they're burning brothers.
but for smoking them, I mean, I can summon an unseen servant and gather leaves and keep throwing them down the
That's like the
Oh,
most.
No, I've got the best idea. Vulture.
Prestidigitation.
Vulture, you can
Yes?
create 10 gallons of water in the chimney.
And
I don't think it's a lot less water than you think it is.
Yeah, it's not that much.
yeah.
But
It's,
I don't
uh,
know what a gallon looks like, I'll be honest.
that's what 40 liters.
Yeah.
40 liters, yeah.
It's like a barrel of water.
That's still
Like
a
a good
lot to throw
bath.
down a chimney.
Okay, it'll splash down there. It'll be like a giant water balloon, and it'll get the chieftain's room really wet.
I'm okay with doing that.
No, I think we need to smoke them out and set up strategically around the entrance.
Like-
I can cast prestidigitation and try to get them out of there with some sort of an illusion.
Can we set traps? Can we make traps somehow?
Does anyone have anything that they can use to set a
No.
trap?
So
Does anyone have caltrops or anything like that?
one thing to remember is that they obviously sent this party out and will probably wonder about them coming
Yes.
back.
Yeah, I mean, we can just lie.
You've
in
only
wait
waited an
outside
hour,
of the
so you're
cave.
still fine. But
Yeah, we could lie in wait outside of the cave until more come out, and then just take them out as they come out.
Makes
Sure.
sense.
Eventually, they're gonna have nobody left, and we could just walk in.
And have one group smoke them out. That will at least cause panic and disarray.
Are we still in combat? Just out of curiosity.
No.
No.
The turn order is still there, and
oh,
it's
I'm
still
leaving it
facing-
up during out of combat to just help remind us to get everybody involved.
Oh,
So
okay.
like I'll move it
vote-
around.
I vote maybe then, if Reverence doesn't want to compete in combat, then she can do the smoking.
Really a she, you know.
What's
Just-
that?
I'm not really a she. I just
Oh,
look at you and like,
it.
well, maybe.
Well, how would you
It's-
like to be referred to?
Reverence.
As just reverence?
I'm just reverence. Just
Did
name
you
is
just
reverence.
assume reverence is gender?
I.
Well,
You
I
need to
assume
be
it's
more.
gender.
You need
I could also just stand at the top of the chimney and play music into it. That would probably get them
Yeah,
to
that would
do
definitely
something.
draw them out.
Are there ladders out of the chimney, Beto? Or is it
No,
just-
we don't want to use the chimney. We want other people not to use it. Why would we put a ladder there?
Okay.
I mean, he's got a point, Valandil.
I'm with Beto, Valandil.
Yeah.
That's pretty silly.
Yep.
Fine.
sound
I just.
Also, we just moved in. Do you
Right.
think we bring ladders around?
We just finished rehabbing the kitchen.
Fine.
Okay, so what's the plan? Are we gonna try
Smoke
and
them out, wait
drop-
and
smoke
set
them
a
out?
trap.
Okay, I'm going to go up to the chimney with whoever's going up there, and I will.
Well,
Okay.
Me,
Assist up
Hugh, me, and Nim, and Vulture.
I think Nim's going to be more useful at the entrance.
Where you feel Nim, you can do more stuff.
Well, you guys won't have the you guys will have to shimmy.
Yeah,
Down
I
the
don't
chimney.
think we're going in the chimney. I think we're just using it
Okay, so I mean, you're just using it for what?
to chuck stuff down and play music down and just be a general nuisance.
I think smoking
Um,
them out more than trying to be a general nuisance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Nim could if you guys want to put stuff down the chimney, he could I think he can use okay, yeah, it's a ritual, so he could summon an unseen servant to collect leaves and stuff them down the chimney and then make his way back to the entrance. That doesn't
I would say if
require-
Nim does that, then we don't need the people there to man the chimney. We just have our full force strategically placed
I'd like
outside the
to.
entrance.
I want to let him go alone just in case. That's for sure. Either Tyrant or Reverence as his backup. Wizard alone is dangerous.
Oh, I can't
you
get more
need
than
to
60
follow.
feet away from the servant.
Vito?
Yeah, I think it's more than 60 feet. I think it's less than 60 feet, sorry, from the chimney.
Okay, so that's the case. Then I can just make that go.
Uno's the one to ask there. Is the chimney 60 feet or less?
It's like 75, 80.
Okay, so I would have
It's
to
a deep
be.
chimney. Holy shit.
So it's 60 feet. It's over 60 feet from
Over
the
60. Yep.
entrance from the top of the chimney to the entrance.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so that's not really an option
Yeah, so
unless I'm.
unseen 7 wouldn't work then. I say we just
Send-
throw stuff down it.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. So should I move you guys to the map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is I've given you guys a few areas. The chimney you should be able to see up here, I think. Right?
Keep drawing
I-
me
I'll,
away
I'll
from
give you guys
zooming out.
tokens in a
See,
sec, and then there's the
Barrett's.
entrance down here.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna
Okay.
do is I'm gonna drop your tokens in, and then you guys can move to wherever it is that you want, and we'll pick back
Oh
up.
my god, if I want to zoom out, it doesn't let me like view the entire map. It only lets me view it in parts. There we go. I think.
It's a pretty big map.
Okay, so are we
Where are we?
waiting for them to send out a party to look at the missing party?
I think
I
that's a
think
good
I think
idea.
we're gonna truck stuff down the chimney, and then everyone else is gonna lie in
So,
outside. waiting.
Up
This
here.
is like Home Alone, but with more killing.
Okay, so
Okay.
we're gonna wait until as many people have gone out as possible.
I think that's the idea.
So we're not
All
gonna
right.
we're not gonna jump on the first people to come out. We're gonna wait until
Yeah,
they're.
so
I feel
up where I am,
we
kinda
could
up
need
behind.
to X by Y. Let's expand this
Yeah, so we need to be
a
able to
little
see,
bit. All right.
above the entrance if we can.
Yeah, that's where I want to go. I'm gonna jump on someone's face.
I have 10
Sec.
torches, by the way, that I
Think-
can just throw down this chimney.
I think
Alright.
Tyron can take the goblins and then burn down the chimney.
Yeah, we can do stuff up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
I
guys
think-
are Reverence and Nim are kind of up on the wall.
Nim, do you want to go
Overlooking?
up to the chimney, or do you want to stay down here?
I think Nim might be more successful at making smoke.
I mean, I can just chuck torches down.
Well, we
yeah,
need
but
burning
they're
material.
torches. They're not supposed to be smoke. They're supposed to be as unsmoky as possible
Yeah, but they set fire
Mm.
to things.
in the chimney.
In a cave of stone.
Yeah.
No.
I say let's burn down this
Turin's got
stone
10
cave.
intelligence. He's
Nim
not
is just
dumb, but he's not
patiently
bright.
explaining about fire.
Also, can we cover the chimney with something? So that
Yeah, I was gonna say you need to cover it so the smoke doesn't just billow out like an actual
what
chimney's
do I have?
usage is.
Yeah, so I think Nim will go and take care of that. He can use his unseen servant and gather up just all sorts of dead and dry leaves and get them going down the chimney, and he can use a little concentration with some prestidigitation to keep the wind blowing down the chimney.
nice.
I'm gonna
Those
help
beautiful
him
words.
on that.
Okay.
Okay,
You're
me and
very
the
right,
goblins
terrible.
will hang out.
The casters head up
around
to.
here somewhere.
So I'm gonna just drag you two up there, right?
Okay.
Thank you. I'm
So
at
you should be able to see yourself. So what you can see, like you can see down, and it's dark, but you guys both have dark vision, right?
Yes.
one.
So it looks like it's approximately where is it? Oh, where's the distance? I thought it. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, 50 feet. It looks pretty deep, right?
Ooh, it's a long way down.
Yes, indeed, but it shall be fine.
All right. So, what do you get? Go ahead and
Can we
narrate to me
see
what you guys
above
are
the
doing.
Cave, by the way?
Oh,
You
I think-
cannot see them. They're kind of like
no,
over
I
at the
mean-
very top.
Like, is there a ledge to the top of the cave?
Yeah,
like
you guys
where
can
we
be like
stood.
over the overhang.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
Okay,
can't really see it.
I think we've discussed, and I think we'd say to them that if you guys make it to the chimney, I can bring you guys up, right? It's 50
Right.
feet, so I could actually summon the disc at the bottom of the chimney.
Okay.
So we could go in.
I have a rope, to be honest. You can just
Yeah, we
shoot
all.
it up, and I can just cast prestidigitation while just hanging from the rope.
Okay, that works too. I'm just saying this is an escape route that's inside the cave that they could use
Roger.
because we're up here. Okay, so I'll use ritual magic to bring in. Do I have 10 minutes? I mean, we should have 10 minutes, right?
Mhm,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, there's no
it's
no
fine.
pressing concerns. Yeah.
Okay.
Before we actually do get started or anything, I want to try and get everyone in position. But
It was perfect.
we know we physically can't see where we want to be in position because it's blocked by the black.
Well, okay, notice. So this is what I'm trying to show here is this is like you can be standing here and not over the cave entrance, right? Like this is the cave going into the mountain already.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. So if we stand there, that doesn't
So, like, you c-
necessarily mean.
Right,
We
yeah,
can
so-
only see half of our token there, though. So
Right. So what I'll do is let me draw.
Just like half a block.
So like the cave lip is probably going to be like this,
Right.
right? So anywhere up there.
all right. Okay. Could
You see
probably
what I'm
just fill
saying?
that in actually, and see if you can put it on a layer underneath us.
No, I definitely can, but I also don't want to
Yeah.
lock it too much because
Yeah.
they can also come out, right?
So maybe give you guys an icon to show that you're overhead, maybe.
I mean, I think everyone's starting overhead, right? So we'll just leave them overhead to
Yeah.
start with. It'll be a little confusing because D&D was not made for multiple levels, really.
Fine.
Okay. So
But you have
probably
Flick
want
and
to be
Vito kind of
one up.
hanging out.
All right. So in the
I
meantime,
want Flick
Nim
and
is
Bido to be near me. Like I
Okay.
will stand like in the middle here, on the top.
And you guys are all on the lip?
Yeah. I have my
If
longbow
wanna
and
move
waiting.
up one, and if you're on the lip.
Okay. So yeah, so Nim and Reverence.
Okay, so sorry, go ahead, Reverence.
Oh, I'm just like, yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, so Nim is doing his ritual, and he's forming the unseen servant and commanding it to gather leaves. And I think yeah. So we'll gather leaves, and then
Dun 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 dun.
Exactly.
Yep. All right, so it's gathering, and it's just what, putting them in a pile next to the entrance to the chimney.
yeah, and then we'll
Uh-huh.
we'll kick them in, and
Right.
and we can both use
Firebolt or something, right?
yeah, we can use
Or prestidigitation, yeah.
yeah, prestidigitation. It lets us ignite things. It also lets us do puffs of wind, weak winds to basically we can control where the smoke is going.
Okay.
I like the idea. I'm just gonna help as much as I can.
Okay, so you guys, after maybe like half an hour, there's a pretty large pile of twigs and leaves and all sorts of smoky stuff.
It's good.
Okay, so we're halfway through the wait. Yeah, halfway. Wait, where is it?
Of the unseen servant.
Yeah, duration 1 hour. So we're halfway through that. So we're probably ready to go. So we did we agree that our signal is a smoke, seeing a little bit of smoke?
I think that's the
I mean,
same.
our signal is waiting for them to run out underneath us.
All right. Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
We start kicking the leaves in.
Wow! It's raining leaves.
And set them on fire, I guess.
Ah! Fire! Fire!
I hope you didn't love your sister.
All right.
Testing,
So, and you guys are also trying to keep the smoke in, right?
Yes.
All right. I mean, you guys are managing to keep a decent amount in. Some of it's definitely escaping, but you're pretty certain like it has to be filling up in there. And after a few minutes, let's see what's going to happen here. It's going to fill up over here. Let's move them all out. You hear a commotion. You hear some shouting. And then you see a few goblins kind of like storm out. A warg is with them and an
Oh, shit,
ogre.
that warg's big.
Isn't that how big they were in the last map?
Yeah, they were.
No, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 by
It's as
2.
big as the ogre.
They're big.
Well, it's as
They're
wide,
long.
not as
Yeah.
tall.
I hate this idea now.
Yeah, we're fine. We're safe up here.
So hold on, a few more come through.
Y'all are all stealthy and just like hiding.
Yeah. These guys are gonna go over here. Yeah. Okay. And that is where you guys are at right now. So like these guys come out and like start, kind of going around the side to start climbing up the hill in a easier spot. So like they're actually, let me give you a big polygon reveal here.
So we get a surprise attack on them.
If you guys are
I don't know if
attacking,
we're attacking them yet.
let me do that, and then
I mean, if they're gonna go up the hill, they're gonna spot us soon.
Yeah.
So
Need to go.
so what's going on here?
I think we're
figuring stuff out.
going, aren't we?
I feel like we need to.
I guess we roll
Attack
initiative
order?
then first.
Yeah.
Are we rolling initiative? All right.
Just causing
Can you
trouble
guys, like,
here.
Does it make sense for you
Oh
guys to,
yeah!
run
Go
in?
on, my son.
But what, behind?
Oh.
What if you guys like jumped down and just ran in and tried to free the townsfolk?
Oh, I have
Nick
to
didn't
select
click
my
his
character.
icon. Yeah. Just roll it again and then he
Just
can
roll
choose
again,
it.
and I'll edit for you. What was it?
You got 20 as well.
Voltar was 20.
20,
Okay. Hugh already had the 20. Yep.
That's what I was going to
Um,
suggest him, but we don't know how many more are in there, and we don't know what these guys are going to do next.
I mean, if we try and go in, right? If we try and get past them, they go up. We meet them when we're coming back up. That's
Mm.
Yeah.
probably not the best idea either.
I think we need to kill them
I think
all.
we get a surprise attack on them now.
Do as much damage as we can. and
Kill the
try and get
little
distance
ones.
from the ogre.
If
Kill-
Nim and Reverence can get back
and everyone's on now, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kill-
Reverence
You need
needs
to change Walter.
First
no.
change.
Yeah, Volta needs
11.
changing to 20, and Reverence
Volta
needs changing
already-
to 11.
Oh, I thought I'd already done his. Okay. Descending. There you go. All right.
Stick has to go first.
Fucking
Oh.
murder. Or
Murder.
no, I think it's better that Hugo. Like, how do we decide whether it's between me and Hugh? Because I
It's
think it'd be
whoever
better
has the
for-
best bonus.
Which is
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
I credit money like I got
Yeah,
zero.
but you have a 0
Oh,
bonus.
that's what I mean. That's the thing I'll do.
Or DM discretion. So are you guys gonna go for the goblins first, so they have fewer attacks on you?
Yes, I think that's the idea. Kill the little ones before the big ones, so we have less things to worry about.
I'm out of spells, so I can't sleep
Right.
anything this time.
I honestly kind of just want to like stay in the position I am, but
You can just ready your attack then. until
yeah, I'm just
after
gonna
Hugh
ready an
goes.
attack.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Okay. And what
Well-
what is the condition for the attack? What sets you off?
Just like the first goblin I see, I'm probably just gonna end up shooting an arrow at.
I mean,
Like
you
a
can
shooter.
see these guys over. Like, these guys are already out from under the lip.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you
Right.
see 4 goblins and 2
4 goblins,
just-
an ogre, and a warg.
Maybe the
Okay,
first
well,
one.
I guess I just want to
moves.
converse with everyone real quick. Like, are we planning on just like
I'm
who's going
jumping in.
first? Like, how? Okay,
I'm just
so
jumping in.
we can just start it off right now. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just start
fine.
shooting. Yeah.
Kill the goblins, focus them, and then we can kill the big ones.
Okay. Okay then, I guess. I'm just trying to think if I have any like AOE spells that I can use. For
Do I
this
still have
situation.
inspiration from earlier, or was that just a joke?
No.
You do have it.
Yeah, you have it. No, not joke. Yes, you have. There we go.
All right, yeah, I'm just gonna shoot a crossbow bolt at this guy here, or no, this guy back here actually, the one in the back.
Okay.
So
Miss.
crud. Okay, on purpose.
All
Warning shot.
right, move. Yes, no.
No, I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Hugh.
Okay. I go back into rage. This is my second rage then, yeah?
Yeah, you have 2, right? Because of levels.
Yep.
I think. Right. Yeah.
I had 2 initially. I didn't get
Yep.
any extra this level.
You
Oh
have
yeah,
to
you do have 2 rays. Yeah.
every round, right?
He has to attack every round or take damage.
So I attacked 3 times in a row in the first battle and
Yeah.
then finished. And then that was the end of it, so I took off 1.
Yeah, I'm
So
just
as long as I
thinking
keep
you're
attacking.
gonna be jumping and okay.
He's a rage. He's a barbarian. This is what they do.
He still keeps rage if he takes damage as well.
Well, he's gonna take
Wow.
damage.
Yeah, but rage isn't bad for it doesn't take extra damage.
It helps.
Yeah,
Reduce
rage.
damage.
You get resistance to what? Slashing,
Bludgeoning,
piercing, bludgeoning. So like basically any melee, weapony type attack,
That isn't magic.
right?
Okay.
So even if you do, I think the way it's supposed to work is reckless attack. Even though they get advantage, they're not going to be doing much like as much damage, right?
Okay. So reckless attack, I'm gonna move over here. Shows my movement.
Okay.
Reckless attack is only on the unit I attack, or is on everybody that attacks me the next round.
Mhm.
Just on the unit I attack?
Everybody that attacks you.
Everybody that attacks me, so probably not a good idea
Yep.
to pop it when I'm jumping into all of them. Okay. We'll not go reckless. I would like to. Oh god. What's the distance on this lip? I want to jump. I'm gonna have to do athletics or.
You're like 15 feet up, 20 feet up. You're kind of high.
The ogre is pretty tall.
Do it, wuss.
Do it. Just do it.
You just jump on the ogre.
I mean, like it's 50 feet back here, so you guys, yeah, it's about, let's call it 15 feet.
Just do it.
Dude, stop being
Okay.
such a fucking.
15 feet is a lot.
You can just take a running jump and leap off and bring your axe
Do it,
down
pussy.
onto the ogre's
Yeah,
neck.
I'm gonna do that on the ogre. Same again. Jump on the ogre from behind. Try and stab
Alright.
him or slice his neck off. So, what do you want? What do you
Well,
want?
let's do a dex to see if you land well on the ogre.
What does he have to? What does he have to?
But what is the DC?
Yeah.
I'm not saying.
Okay.
This probably isn't a good idea, guys. I'm just putting it out there.
Do it, pussy.
This guy wants me to die. Fucking going in.
I think that's a common theme he has
Alright.
with us.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Oh,
Holy
Jesus
shit!
Christ.
Double ones.
You let out a shout as you start running towards the lip. Your foot kind of slips, and you plummet down, like doing a pinwheel with your arms, and smash into the ground right
You-
here.
Land right on an ogre's dick.
No, you land right behind the ogre. You are taking, 1d6 damage. Actually, yeah, 1d6 damage, but half because it's bludgeoning. So let's roll. Yeah, you roll it. I'm not gonna.
What do I do?
Okay, I'll roll it. Roll 1d6. So 2 damage.
Oh, okay. I rolled
Oh, you
Shit.
also rolled a 4. All right, yeah. So 2 damage to you, and you are prone, sitting behind them. Hold on, cat. I cannot see.
The slash goes before the W.
I figured
There
it
we
out
go.
later.
All right, so you are lying on your ground, kind of stunned behind them. So
So you say I took 2 damage?
yeah, 2 damage.
Fucking.
No
Look at that.
problem.
Look at that
All right,
tiny little sliver that's missing for 2 damage. That would be half
nothing.
my health bar.
Nothing. They definitely hear you and like turn around to look at you, but kind of looking at their facing is weird.
He flips over.
He does a backflip somehow.
All right.
What?
An arm stand.
Nim's turn. So
Okay, so we could either try running down this hill, which looks like it'll take a few turns, or we
so
could
yeah,
go
you
down-
guys definitely hear the scream as Hugh tries to sound fierce and then sounds
Well,
really
I wouldn't scream, alright? I was going in.
It was supposed a
I
fierce
wasn't
battle
I
cry?
wasn't shouting that time. No.
No? Okay, so you guys actually don't know what's going on.
Okay, so
You just heard Voltu shout because he missed. He just said fucking shit. Probably with his Tourette's.
I'm afraid that we don't know anything as amiss at this point.
All right, so you're still like tossing a few things down. Your unseen servant brings over another twig.
I think so.
Okay. We scroll down to Valando.
Can I walk around and not jump?
So you'd have to you'd have to come out to like this distance here.
I would
Okay.
say
Walk.
jump and try and land onto Johnny because his like body is nice and soft.
I'll try walking.
Okay, yeah, let me draw out free shape. So like around here is
Right.
where you could walk down. Yeah, so you're like 5 feet up now, that sort of thing.
Right. And I take my longbow and shoot at this goblin.
Cat, you are not helpful. Which one? Ping it.
This one.
Okay, yep. Alright, yeah. Damage. It turns around to look at this now prone dwarf behind it, and it's just staring at it, and then looks really surprised when it looks down at its chest to see an arrow sticking through it as it then falls down.
I say nothing.
Alright, Kieran.
Hmm. I guess I'll just do a good old crossbow at whichever goblin. This one, I guess.
Okay.
If I miss the goblin, do I hit the ogre?
Nope.
Ooh!
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Roll that damage.
Ooh!
Oh, praise the Lord!
Dead.
Else my time's good at the game.
Another guy goes "Ugh," and falls on top of this one. So now there's two dead goblins lying on top of each other. Move? Yes? No? Enif?
Yeah, that's
Just
it. I'm done.
focus
Sorry.
to take out that
Movements?
one.
Okay, yeah. All right. So Reverence and Nim are doing their little
I'm not
chatter
getting
at the
close
back.
to that ogre. Don't be stupid.
You guys at this stage, I think you guys have heard kind of like a strangled cry out at the front as one of the goblins drops.
Okay.
I want to rope down.
You want to rope down into the fire.
Yeah.
All right. so you tie off the rope.
I'm debating this at the moment because I'm technically a tiefling. It's supposed
Right.
to be a hellish creature that it shouldn't be like
Let's
afraid
see
of fire
here.
too much.
Yeah. Let's
They use
see. You
that
have
fire.
hellish resistance. You have resistance to fire damage.
The rope might break meanwhile.
So you're rappelling down, right?
Let's do this.
All right. So
Well-
you start rappelling down, and you get below the level where your kind of spell wind was keeping the smoke, and you start coughing a bit because it's really, really, really smoky now.
I'm chill with that.
So roll me a quick Constitution save.
Give me a sec.
Here comes our first death.
Here comes our first.
I
Reverence has
believe.
more HP than me and Volta combined, probably.
What up?
All
what
right.
up?
You're coughing. You have a bit of a coughing fit. Your hands slip a little bit, but you only kind of drop down an extra like few inches before you grab it again, and you continue to get all the way down. So now you're like, let's see, your movement is what, 25, I think it was, or 30.
30.
So it's 50 feet down. So you've moved 30 feet down. Do you want to just dash and like get all the way down?
How big is the chance that I'm gonna damage myself to the? No, I'm not gonna dash it. I'm gonna go slow. I already.
Well, so dash
damaged
just
my
means you
ankles.
do dash just means you do both of your moves, but you can't cast any spells or anything like that.
Wait, you like that?
So
means
move instead of action.
Yeah.
Do you still have an action?
No, I'm gonna take it slowly. If there's something still down there that's actually smoke
Okay.
and fire resistant,
So
it's
so
gonna
like
be
a
bad for me.
dodge action. You're going to be keeping an eye out to dodge anything that tries to attack you.
Well, I guess as you can see stuff, right?
It's really smoky. Like you're still kind of up in the chimney.
I'm fine with that. In case anything tries to do shit to me while I'm dangling there, I'm just gonna cast the hellish rebuke at them.
Okay.
If they
So
if something tries to do something meanwhile. So before I wrote down, I'm like, I'm telling Nim that I'm gonna let him know if it's safe or not.
Okay.
I will do that by casting something upwards.
Sure. All right. Goblin, warg, and top of the round. So like these both kind of turn around and go, "Whoa."
It's on you now, Nick.
And one of them lets out a shout in Goblin, not in Common. I can't actually remember who speaks Goblin. I think only Nim, right?
We've
I
got
think
two
that's the
goblin
case.
speakers right here.
Do you?
Beetle
Beetle
and Flick.
Flick.
Ah,
Ah, okay, yeah. So they definitely hear something, but I mean, they shout something in
Beetle would
Goblin.
instantly tell me what it was.
He's saying we're under attack.
We're under attack.
Them are under attack. We're attacking them.
Good boy.
All right, Voltar.
Decide.
All right. Yeah.
You the best. You can do this. Bud.
Have we like truly engaged this ogre then? Like he's
I mean, it's standing over a prone dwarf.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
okay,
fucking
I'm gonna
kick the shit out of
try-
me.
I'm gonna try and distract him by shooting at him.
All right.
Lad.
Say over here, fuck smeller.
Also, I don't think you rolled initiative for Vito and Flick.
Roll damage. I didn't.
You should do.
I'll put them on yours.
Oh, okay.
All right, I got 9.
Good job.
And it gets into the fleshy arm of his bicep.
Nice.
Good job, Voltor.
Except he's still looking at the dwarf. All right,
Look away.
you.
Look
You are
away.
still
Look
still
away.
raging. But you're
Alright.
lying down, so your move action could be to stand up.
Is that the only thing I can do?
You can move and attack, or
Okay,
so like you can crawl away and get an attack of opportunity.
Point of order.
You can stand up. Yep,
So standing up from prone, I think is half.
Movement.
So
half movement.
So
Okay.
he can still move 15 feet after that.
He would
All
make
right.
an attack though.
To move out of melee range, yeah.
Unless you take disengage, which means
But
you
you
don't
can't
attack.
you'd use as your action, right? If you were to do that.
Right, and he would lose rage probably. Actually, yeah, he would.
Okay, so
It's
I'm gonna
not-
get up first and foremost.
Yep, stand up. You are no longer back pained.
So I would like. So, okay, I kind of want to like throw the ogre head from my backpack like in the other direction and try and distract him and then attack him. But is that too? Is that too?
I'd let the toss be. Yeah, like you're not trying to do anything impressive. You're just throwing it.
Bring it away, like sort of towards Voltor's direction, so they're not going to go towards Valandil
Okay.
because Voltor's still safe up there. So I toss the head over to my left, and then I'm gonna
Can you like
try
ricochet it off his shoulder?
It
Yeah,
is over
sure.
here.
throw it so it hits him and bounces away.
Yep.
Does it do
Nice.
anything to him? Is he
Uh,
limited reaction or anything now, or
Let me do a thing.
is he still like boner heavy for me?
It sees the head, it looks at it, and then it lets out a huge honking. Where's my roar?
A humongous roar, you might say.
A humongous roar. And yeah, it's really looking at you now.
That's fine. It's exactly what I wanted.
All right, and you wanted to attack? Yeah, there you go. Okay, damage.
Yeah. Oh.
Mm.
All right, you
Wait,
chop off
hang on a
its.
sec, hang on a sec. I have inspiration. What does that do for me?
You can take the
Nothing.
18 instead.
Nothing?
Yeah, you
Okay,
could
never
take-
mind. Screw that.
Yeah.
Screw that.
You chop off its little toe.
That's all right.
Nice.
Whittle away. We took his ears last time. We'll take his toes this time.
Are you
You
gonna
need
do the
those.
same
You
thing?
need those to balance too. That's a good thing to chop off. To be honest.
He's done. He's done.
What's that?
No, nothing.
Okay. So the ogre hefts its great club right above its head and tries to bring it down on yours, double-handed.
Ooh, deja vu.
A 10 does not hit you though, does it? 10 AC? Yeah,
No,
no, you have
12.
12. Yeah, so it slams right next to
Man, these
you as
ogres
you
are shit.
sidestep.
Just laugh at him. Can I laugh at him?
As a reaction, he laughs.
Yeah, keep shouting,
Damn.
kid. That's right.
All right, so Nim, you're over on top of the chimney, and you start hearing some ogre roars from the entrance to the cave, and Reverence is halfway down the rope.
So I tell Reverence, "Oh, I think it's happening. Should I come down there with you?"
I show back. No, wait a bit. I'm not sure it's safe.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to I'm really wary, and I'll do dodge. just so that in case
Okay.
anything happens.
Yeah.
One thing is just I'd like to say like deja vu or something when I'm doing the divine portent
Oh, okay.
divination portent thing. So it's like I've got one roll left that I can use.
Right, the 9, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody's about to kill somebody.
Yeah, but the trick is I have to like say it before the roll, 'cause I can't.
Oh,
I
you
can't-
do?
Yeah.
Okay. You might want to actually say my name and then
Okay.
deja vu, because otherwise. All right. Dead, dead, and dead. This guy right here is up, and he's going to charge over to the side. He thinks that ogre has things under control, so he runs up with his scimitar, shouting, and is going to take a swipe at Valando.
AC
6 to hit. Nope.
AC 15.
All right, so it misses, and it's Valando's turn.
Taking out shield and sword. I swing at the nearest goblin.
Okay.
Oh, a mighty
Nice.
swing.
Yep, damage.
Ask Beto if he can get the warg under control, because obviously the picture shows someone riding it, but you didn't say that, so I
Right.
don't think.
Yeah,
anyone
no,
is.
no one is.
I asked Beto if he can get the warg under control.
No, Fluffy was mine, not this one.
Okay, we need to stop talking about Fluffy. I'll take a
You
crossbow
killed
shot-
Fluffy.
I'll take a crossbow shot at the furthest goblin.
This
So
one back
this
here.
one.
Yep. Okay.
Kill the goblins, kill the ogre.
Wait, why didn't that roll? Clicked it.
All right, hit.
Mm.
Thunk. It hits into its kind of fleshy bit of the leg, but it is still upright.
Okay, and bonus action to inspire Hugh.
Okay.
I don't actually have a song for Hugh.
So that gives him a 1d6 to use on anything.
Yeah,
right?
so you can just use a 1d6 to use on any d20 roll.
Think of it
Right.
this way: if you sing, you both get inspiration.
The problem is I don't have one prepared for Hugh. It'd just be me singing a random song and it wouldn't have any relevance, so it wouldn't be
I
as
think
good.
you'd find that very
wow,
uplifting.
USA.
Butts and I
We're in the
cannot
USA.
lie.
Think Iron Man.
No, I'm okay, thanks. He'll take a 1d6 for now.
Yep. All right. Reverence, your turn, and I'm gonna give you a little
Don't forget Beto and Flick.
here. Yeah, I mean they're just hanging out. They're
I mean,
they're kind of like, yes, kill them,
Beto has a
down
weapon.
with the oppressor.
What are we doing here? I'm gonna go.
Rise
Like,
me up to chieftain.
What did he say?
Rise me up to chieftain.
I love Beto so much.
All right, so Reverence, you are about 20 feet up now, so you could slide the rest of the way down. You're still right in the smoke is getting thicker and thicker though. So roll me another Constitution.
sure. Give me a second.
Oh, that's one of my bad inspiration die.
You get another coughing fit and your hands slip and you start falling down. Give me you were what, 20 feet up, right? 2d6 of damage.
Prestidigitation can snuff out a small campfire. Would that work in this case?
The smolder down at the bottom.
Falling
Wait,
damage, yeah.
Oh dear.
All right, another one. All right, so minus 10.
Oof.
You land down in kind of like smoldering leaves. It's warm enough to be tickling you, right? I mean, it's not super comfortable. But you are not taking damage from it yet. You'll take damage from it next turn if it is still going, as Nim is now concerned. Because do you scream or anything like that as you fall, or?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Before
Beware
the
of the
goblin-
fire!
before this goblin goes, I will now use a limerick to do my inspiration to Hugh.
Okay.
A fellow jumped off a high wall and had a most terrible fall. He went back to bed with a bump on his head. That's why you don't jump off a wall.
Wrecked!
You were the one that told me to jump.
Take an inspiration.
Isn't it still Reverence's turn?
Let's see, the move. Yeah, you could stand up, or you could prestidigitate, as Nim pointed out, to try and put out the fire around you. That's a good point.
I'll try to put out the fire.
Yep. All right. It dies down. I mean, it was only kind of smoldering leaves, so nothing like a fierce fire. So yep, it goes out. The smoke starts to clear, Nim.
Just wanna shout that it's clear you can follow to Nim.
Okay.
As
Okay.
clear as it gets.
This goblin here, who just got hit by, I think, Tyrion's crossbow, right?
Yeah.
It just starts shouting and running back under the cave. Ah! Warg's turn.
Oh,
It's gonna leap forward towards Valandil,
Oh yeah. I mean,
take a bite out of crime.
Mhm.
Oh, good lord.
Oh,
That's not a good sign.
Give me a strength saving throw. Okay. This warg.
that doesn't sound good.
It knocks you over
Okay.
and just starts ripping into your belly. You take 12 damage
Oh, fuck.
and you are prone.
Nick, would that have killed you?
It would have put him down to 0 HP, but that's not death. That's just
that would have done the same thing.
it's
to me.
it's like Princess Brides. He's mostly dead, but that means he's tiny bit alive.
12 damage would have put me down.
All right, Vultar.
Okay. I am going to run over towards. I can't. Why can't I feel like I'm missing some of the people on this map right now?
There's Nim and Reverence are
Yeah.
missing, but they're up at the chimney.
They're in the caves.
Doing things. I'm getting damaged.
Oh, actually, yeah, good point. Let me give you a little bit more vision up here now that you're at the bottom. Still a little bit smoky, but
And one of the goblins ran away. It was
There
in
you go.
shadow.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way over to Valandil, and I'm gonna cast.
how far is that?
That's too
Further than-
far.
You probably can.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on a second. What's my move? 30. So I can get to here, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to cast. Oh, it's touch. Fuck.
Ain't no thing.
Here. No, I'll just cast Healing Word then instead.
Okay.
So.
One bonus action, so you can actually still also attack and do that because it's
Okay,
a bonus.
I'll fire an arrow at this ogre again.
And roll the 1d4 for the healing.
So slash roll space 1d4.
Right.
So
And
it's
then-
2 plus what is your spellcasting modifier?
Spellcasting modifier. Well, my spell attack bonus is 5. My spellcasting ability is Wisdom. Is that what I use as my
Yeah, it's your
modifier?
wisdom modifier.
It's
It's
just your
wisdom.
wisdom mod. It's not proficiency, which I think is also getting added into your attack modifier. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it's
My
plus
Wisdom
2.
mod is 3. Plus 3. So
3. Okay, so 5 to Valandil. All right.
And then I'm rolling to attack the ogre.
Ogre. Oh.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All right.
Back.
8 and 7. All right.
Yeah!
All right. It's pissed.
on.
Hugh, your turn. And remember, you have that 1d6 to add to an attack roll.
Okay. I'm gonna reckless attack this ogre.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's
Thank
a good
God he
thing
did
you
that.
did. Yeah. All right. Roll the damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
shit,
Yep.
bro.
Yep. All right.
1d6.
You can't do it on the
You-
damage. You can only do it on the D20 roll.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
let's
basically
see
spell.
here.
It's basically checks, like attack checks or spell checks or saving checks.
Okay.
What's a really good looking angry? All right, that's your reckless attack, I guess. Yeah. So you basically slam it into the side of its knee, and I mean it's not looking so great.
To finish my turn, I'd like to eat his toe from last time. Again, and just watch him while I do it.
All right. Intimidation.
Does you suffer like 1d4 rounds of indigestion after this?
Oh, it's in that
He
toe.
does now. You actually start choking on it. It's got stuck in your airway. Roll me a quick Constitution check.
Hang on a sec. I still have inspiration. Can that save me from that?
You could roll a 1d6 to make it you not
Yes,
choke
you
on
could
it.
add a 1d6. No, but it's a crit fail.
Oh,
It
no,
doesn't
'cause it's a crit
matter.
fail, so
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't use it on that.
Nope.
What about my inspiration then? Was it due to that?
I would make it the
Trying to
11.
remember yeah, it would make it the 11, and that'd be okay.
Okay, I'll use my inspiration on that then.
Okay. So you kind of like choke a little bit, but cough it right back up into
Oh,
the ogre's face.
Not the first time I've done something.
Oh, God.
Wait, what?
So you've just spat up the ogre's toe at itself, and it swings. Oh shit! And
Oh, no.
it crit hits you
Oh wow! Luckily, he's the tankiest person on the team.
for. Yeah, he hits you for 24 damage.
Ooh.
That's not good.
is he raging?
That's a lot.
Oh yeah, he's
That's
raging,
true.
so
You
sad.
are raging. He hits you for 12 damage.
Oh.
Fucking Vol MVP there.
Yeah, I mean,
Holy
from under
shit,
the
man.
warg, I'm like
So,
raging.
I mean, he swings and like he almost takes your head off with this blow. Like it hits you right smack dab on the side of your temple. But dwarves, pretty hardy stuff, and you just kind of shake it off a bit. You're a little woozy, but still standing. And it is Nim's turn.
All right, Nim heard reverence, and he leaps over the side, grabbing the rope, and shimmies all the way down. And
So like a dash shimmy,
yeah, it's gonna be both. It's gonna be a
both
dash.
actions. Yep. Okay. You are
and,
down.
with 10 feet left, he's moves about here.
Okay. You guys are both in the cave entrance or the little chimney area.
Mhm.
All right. That guy's dead. Valandil.
So I wanna
You are
free myself.
lying. Yeah, you were lying down.
Yeah. So is it a strength check to get the warg off of me?
I think it's actually like it's not on top of you.
Oh, so
It,
it's...
it threw you down and started eating at you, but it's not putting its weight on you,
Oh,
so you can
okay.
just stand up.
Okay. So I stand up, all bloody,
Okay.
and I
Yep.
would like to swing my sword at it. A scimitar.
11 does not hit.
I like to use my action surge. Do you take another
Okay.
action?
Another swing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You reverse the blade and
Yeah.
shrink hits.
9.
Yeah, you. Let's see what is nearby. You take off kind of a chunk of its cheek.
Yes. And I spit in its face.
That is a thing that just happened. All right, Tyrion.
I'm going to bonus action inspire Volta, and I'm going to use a.
So that
limit
means
break.
it leaves Hugh.
No, I think you
Can you
have
only have
Volta,
one
can you
out?
not? Let's double
I
check
don't know.
first
You tell
before I
me.
do it. I thought you could have multiple, but I'll double check. Bardic Inspiration. That creature gains 1 Bardic Inspiration. Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll a die. Once a creature can only have 1 at a time,
Yep,
but it doesn't
okay.
say.
And then so,
Yeah, so I can do.
and there's nothing about having to use it, so you could just use it over and over.
Yeah, well, I only have 3 uses of it.
Oh, where does it say that? I didn't see that. Okay.
It's you get 3 uses. I think actually it might have gone up this level.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you can use number of times equal to your charisma modifier.
Which is
Gotcha.
3.
Okay. Yep. Go for it.
So there once was a wonderful star who thought she would go very far until she fell down and looked like a clown. She knew she would never go far.
So that
And-
one's for Volter, you said, right?
Yeah, he gets that, but he'll laugh at the joke because it's about Hugh. So you get a 1d6, Nick, to use against any kind of check or ability roll or anything like
Oh,
that.
nice.
Any
And then
D20.
any d20 roll essentially, and I will attack
So, like,
the
including
ogre.
attack rolls, right?
Yeah,
Right.
So I will attack the ogre with my crossbow.
All right. Yep. Hits. All right. Still up.
Fucking shit.
Reverence.
And I'll tell Beto in the meantime to do something. You have a sword, use it. Did someone give me
It waves it
inspiration?
in the air. Attack!
Did one of the DMs give me inspiration without telling me? 'Cause it's
Yeah, I
ticked on
did.
my sheet. Okay, thank you.
Reverence.
I'm just gonna stealthily walk up here
Okay.
and try to look around, like left, right, left, what the hell is going
Yeah.
on?
Let me get you a bit of vision here.
Dark vision 60 feet.
Yeah, but it's actually at this stage it's more corners than anything.
Yeah, just imagining a long haul.
I see the dead human.
Yeah, so you see a dead body on the floor over here and kind of a corridor off to the right.
Just look at them and say that it might have, there is a slight chance we fucked up. No, this human is dead. Am I sure this human is dead?
Oh, that yeah, blood all over. It looks like it's been gnawed on by probably rats.
I know, not our fault. Take it, I'm taking it back.
Woo!
Nothing happened, we're good. I'm walking up here. And does it change anything?
Nope. Not yet.
Then I think I've got 5 more feet of movement if I'm not wrong.
Let's see. That was 5, 10, 15. I think you have 15. I think you have 3 more squares you can move.
Okay, I will move up here. And do the same, like.
Yep,
Right,
look
left,
around,
Right.
yep.
What the hell's going on? Stealthy. As stealthy as possible. I'm gonna, like, hey, them, looks clear. And I'm gonna move up here and I'm done with moving.
Okay. From
Anything-
there, you can actually see back into here, and you see a prone human. They're lying down, but you don't see any blood or anything like that.
Okay. Oh, screw it. I think I have 5 more feet, so I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm gonna slowly creep towards the humans.
Okay.
I don't like humans. Let's put it this way. I'm gonna probably just poke them around and wait for somebody else to actually do something with them. But I'm not really for killing of the creatures. Of
Fair
any
enough.
sort.
All right,
Okay.
Move and move. Okay, Warg's turn. It has gotten a taste for for Volandal flesh,
For fishermen.
and it jumps at him again and slips a little bit. Does not get you. So back up to Vultar.
All right. I am going to leap off this thing and try and land next to Hugh.
Oh god.
And,
All right.
What a hero.
Give me a dex.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
The
thing.
1d6. Yep. Mhm.
Yep. So I do a
But
dex
you don't
save.
have to use that beforehand. You can wait until you see the result to use it.
Correct.
Gotcha. So I just do a dex save right now.
Yep.
Right?
All right. Do you want to use dex?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
All right. Good.
Roll slash.
Roll 1d6.
Nice.
Whew. Yep. You just made it. Yep. You land.
All
Just
right.
made it on a
and
20.
I'm just
He's
gonna
jumping down 20
Yeah,
feet.
I'm being quite far. I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast
Nearly done.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Johnny. Or
So-
on Hugh rather.
Hold on one
So,
second.
So it's 1d8 plus 3 again.
Yeah.
And that is an action this time, so you can't attack as well.
I'm sorry, but I think I'll have to bail on you guys.
I think we're pretty
Well,
much done. I think Uno's literally telling his wife that we're pretty much done. So
Yeah.
Johnny,
Uh,
you already added those?
Okay, it doesn't to be up earlier.
Okay, sorry.
I still
Back.
have to stuff to figure out.
So what
Oh,
you
I healed Johnny
jump
for
down?
9,
Oh, you healed Johnny for. Okay, super.
and I guess that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Hugh. Newly rejuvenated. You are no longer reckless attacked, I think, right?
I'm like, how you feeling, you short cunt?
Oh, and you no longer have your bardic.
I have inspiration. Is all I have left, isn't it?
The 1d6 inspiration, yeah.
Which doesn't really matter.
it does an
Well.
attack roll.
Yeah, so instead of reckless attack, you could do the one attack and then get an additional 1d6 for it.
So if I just do my normal rage,
Mhm.
it's okay.
Yeah,
So
you're
if you
still
do a normal rage attack, then you can add the 1d6 to it.
Do you want to use it? I mean, a
don't
16
use
is pretty high.
No, just
Yep.
leave it.
Yep, leave
down.
it. Yep, okay. You knock it in the other knee.
Does it actually have like? Am I chopping them off or just?
You're hurting it.
Taking
It's not.
chunks
It's
out.
not. It's not the Black Knight from Monty
Go on.
Python.
That's
What's
from
it
the Holy
from?
Grail.
No, don't tell him. What's it from?
Monty Python's Holy
Yeah.
Grail. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've watched it plenty of times.
Took you long enough to remember.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. Do you want to move or stand?
I'll stand right here.
Right
Yeah, I was
there.
gonna say I'd advise against moving. It could die here.
It's still pretty focused on the person that tried to eat its toe and threw its mate's head at it.
No way.
Oh, so one of them was a female.
Yep.
The other one was clearly a female. This has clearly got a lot more life.
They could have been both, homosexual relationship.
Let's see. 12 to hit your AC, yes. 5 damage.
That's not too bad.
Gets you kind of like body blow right in the gut. And that's its turn. Nim.
All right, I think well, I think we need to wrap up soon.
Yeah,
Nim
we do.
could run up and maybe ask Reverence to take care of the the other person, which it's locked away, and I think that might the one that you can see that's alive.
Not obviously dead.
So I'm
Oh yeah, you run up to it. Yep. Roll me a quick. Let's see, a medicine check.
me.
Yeah, like you're running over to this one, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Breathing. No obvious wounds, but unconscious.
Unconscious. Okay.
Possibly due to smoke inhalation.
Well, did the thing still.
Can't
She's
believe you
alive.
guys killed all the hostages.
So from where
No.
I'm standing, can I see into the rest of that room?
Yeah, you see the back wall.
Oh,
Oh, right around the corner. Sorry, yeah.
There's a place to the right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all of it. Okay, I guess that's the turn.
Okay.
What? So, if Reverend needs to pop off before the rest of us, maybe Nim can suggest that Reverend can try to tend to
Guard.
these people, and
Mhm.
and Nim will
Well,
head.
that one's dead.
Well,
You don't need a medicine roll to check that.
tend to this person, and
Mhm.
Nim can run off towards can try to work his way towards the cave entrance.
I'm chill with that.
All right, Belando? Yeah, like we should be done here in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I think.
In a rush, seeing
Unless you guys
Hugh
roll
getting
crappy.
stomped by the ogre, I swing furiously at the warg.
All right. Yep, hits. I mean, really long gash on its side here. As it lunged and missed past you the
I'm
last
coming,
time.
Hugh!
But it's still up. Tyrion!
I'll give it a good old crossbow.
To what? Sorry.
The ogre.
Full damage. Right between the eyes, it goes.
After all the shit I give him, this dick kills him with one crossbow.
Yep.
Classic kill steal.
He's the real hero.
He even renamed himself.
I always was the hero.
All right, Reverend.
Doing like you could do them whilst Straw goes. I guess you can do them in the background.
Tyrion gets last hit golden experience on that ancient.
Yeah,
Where's
I'm just gonna come
Let's
over
read this tape.
and help out with figuring out this person, and that is probably the last thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check how is this woman.
Yep.
creature.
Just roll a quick medicine then.
Sure. I really need a second hand.
You can pop out your character sheet as
Uh,
well. In a different one.
Yeah, I mean, you're almost positive, like, they do not look like they're injured, they're just unconscious. And, you know, the smoke, you still see a bit of smoke in, like, the top of the roof of this area, so you're pretty sure they just, like, passed out.
That's fine, then just gonna look over and then just say,
Yeah.
it's fine. They're gonna be fine.
Okay.
Gonna be fine.
You
With that,
start.
I'm sorry, but I need to go.
Yeah. Sorry.
Fine. 20 minutes is not bad, but yeah. GG's guys for today, and see you soon. Good night.
Yeah.
Bye.
Later,
night.
Straw.
All right.
Bye.
Extra.
So you guys hear some more shouting from inside here, particularly after the ogre fell, and someone starts shouting in common, "Peace, peace, peace!" And it's Volter's turn.
Jeez. What? Shit.
The fucking wolf.
I feel like the warg is not going to be something that we can really control though. So I am going to shoot at the wolf, the
Yep.
warg.
With your crossbow, or
Yeah,
are
with
you
my
already down
crossbow.
there? So,
Yeah.
yep, hits. And it drops
Nice.
with a sigh.
Oh. There, nice. That sounds nice and comforting to me. Like,
All right.
Good.
So, as you guys, as you look around and everything's dead, you kind of look over towards the cave entrance, and you see a goblin flanked by two other goblins. Actually, you guys have dark vision, right?
He
I do.
does. Volta
I
doesn't.
don't.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna. I'll go ahead and let everybody see. 1 second. Polygon reveal. So you see a mass of little rats. Total of 4 goblins, but one is like obviously more impressive looking, like has better looking armor, and it's shouting, "Peace, peace! No more fighting!" And that is where we will finish.
Oh, can I not chop this ogre's head off?
You can
You
do it
can do
next
that
week.
at the beginning of next. Good lord, how many ogre heads do you want?
I got the 2 ogre heads. I got to get rid of the stupid troll goblin
Goblin
one.
head. We need
All right.
a bag of colding so that we can store all his.
Oh, Beto and Flick can
heads.
hold my heads, and then it'll be a reminder of them of
Yes.
who the boss is.
They can put
Yes.
they can put it on a banner and carry them.
They can. We need to find spears so that
Yeah.
they can.
I have 2 javelins they can use.
Yes, just so we push the heads far enough down the javelin so they can still use them as a weapon.
If your bag of holding of ogre heads, and next time somebody challenges you, like, who are you? You can just dump out this continual stream of ogre heads. They just keep falling out of the bag, one after another. Just a stream, endless stream of ogre heads, like Skyrim with cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the
Alright.
game, Ono.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you
no.
very
No,
much,
my
Una.
pleasure.
I will stop the stream there as well.
Yeah, well fucking played.